All right, guys, we're live now. Sorry. It was trying to give me a countdown and then it counted down too fast. So. Also, just to let you know, this first session is called Unhinged Beginnings, so we're doing great. To be fair, that's kind of how Mystic Crit started in the first place, you know? It was just like, hey, let's do a thing. Yeah. Yeah, just send a quick text, hey, would you be interested in D&D? And it was like, fuck yes, all around, hands down, will do. So yeah, here we are. Welcome everyone to our wonderful Mystic Crit D&D sessions. What? Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be unhinged. Just letting y'all know. Julia, you're barely audible. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna start off our wonderful session. We are beginning in the wonderful town of Jigow. In the world of Wildmount, which is essentially the critical role realm, you have entered the Jumble. The Jumble. A large district of tangled roads and single-story buildings in the town of Jigow. Throngs of people, most of them orcs and goblins, move through the streets, laughing, singing, running, and sightseeing. Sightseeing. Wow, already misspeaking. All are enthralled by the raucous sights and sounds of the town's Festival of Merit. You hear snippets of conversation as people pass by. A goblin mother telling her children not to go near the baby horizonback tortoises. A drow guard in shining insectile armor complaining to his partner that his gauntlet was crushed by a hulking orc while arm wrestling. And a pair of young orcs in swimwear hollering as they rush toward the banks of the Eiffelon River. Around you, colorful signs and banners point towards festival booths surrounded by cheering people. On the street, you can see a meat pie contest near a shop mounted on the back of a massive tortoise. And on the other side of the road, a banner emblazoned with the words, "Riddles and rhymes, unbeatable riddles." That banner points towards a 3-story temple in the center of the jumble. So we start off our scene with Zaras, who is meandering, kind of weaving between some people and checking out some of the stalls that are there. There's a bunch of vendors along the streets, lining the streets. There's a bunch of fun, exciting trinkets that you can find. So Zaris, would you like to go ahead and introduce your character, what you look like, a little bit about you? Alright, so also the chat says that there's no audio for you, Mary, but I can hear you, so I don't know. We can hear you, chat. Chat, can you hear Mary? Nope. That's so weird. Caroline, have you tried unmuting your computer? Be better. Damn. Oh, wait. Okay, so people can't hear still. Damn. Okay, so they hear me, but not really anyone else. Welp. It's built in. Fuck. Okay. I'm sorry.
Muted us?
No.
Like, unintentionally?
No, because I can hear you too.
Like, I'm wondering if there's something on your end, if you're running Streamlabs, if there's something you have to select there.
Oh, just heard them.
Oh?
Wait.
Okay, yeah.
You can hear me?
I changed some
Oh my
settings.
god, it's David's stream now.
And
there it is. To who? To everybody? To Caroline, thank you for being the MVP for us right now.
David's just gone.
Bye,
David.
Just disappeared.
Out of excitement.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
David just
so sorry to everyone. Working out some kinks.
Kinks?
I mean, do you know how many people are watching?
We got 4 people.
How many? David!
What?
How fucking dare you? I have standards.
aren't feet what you stand on?
For fuck's sake. So my character will kill David first.
Who was going to die first?
You know, that's
Chalcedonia's been voted off the
Okay, thank
island.
you. I'm sorry. Can I just call attention to chat real quick? Squid Fiddler? What a fantastic name.
Mm-hmm.
I want it tattooed on my arse. Squid Fiddler. What a great name.
But like with a
the
picture
notorious
too.
cow is to be underestimated either.
Yeah,
that's true. But
notorious
if I called out the if I called out the notorious cow, that would be favoritism.
That's fair.
So, chat, does it look like we're good? Can you hear all of us? Not helpful. Not the question I asked.
Is that
do I have to do
I'll take
do I
that
have
as
to do
a.
what I do in school? Do
Okay.
I have to do the fucking Freddie Mercury thing? I have to do that with my classroom.
Oh, the
Hey,
one
yo.
thing.
So, yeah, to make sure if they hear me. Okay, sounds like it. All right, continue,
Okay, cool.
DM.
Do a quick live aid.
I mean, I'm always down for a live aid. Anyway, Zaris, would you like to give the TLDR version of what you said? Well, no.
I know. Can I do Cliff Notes?
Yeah.
Red tiefling looks like you don't want to fuck with her.
That's exactly what I wrote down.
Cool. Good.
Oh, that's a good point. I should probably write something
Fuck.
down.
I was gonna say I need to get my notebook real quick.
Noobs.
Oh my god. I know who Squid Fiddler is. Okay. Hi. Love you, boo.
I don't know how, but I cut myself.
Doing what?
I don't know. Typing. There's just blood on my keyboard.
Roll a
This is why I
Constitution
have
saving
bandages
throw.
in the drawer next to me.
Sildal. Roll a con saving throw.
No! So it
Otherwise
all
you're gonna
bleeds
bleed
out. From a fucking paper cut.
Honestly, that's how Becky would go.
If you don't believe me,
Oh my god.
I don't
mean,
know how.
Hemophilia runs in my family, so that is a real
Well,
issue.
don't stop running it into mine.
No.
Anyway, sorry guys. Sorry.
Now that it's been
Go
10
ahead.
minutes and we've
It's
introduced
all
the
your
one
fault.
Oh. All right. Does everyone have their notebooks?
We're all good.
Yes.
Red tiefling, don't fuck with. Cool. So, Zaris, what are you doing along the street?
Is it a crowded street?
It's fairly crowded.
Okay.
There's like
You're
vendors
probably-
and stuff.
Probably hanging around on the outskirts, not like trying not to stick out of the crowd.
Okay.
Like not doing anything in particular to draw attention to myself.
Mm-hmm. Are you like looking at any of the stalls or checking anything out or just kind of
Yeah.
chilling?
What are there any particular stalls around me?
There are all sorts of stalls around you. So there's a lot of, because it's the Festival of Merit, a lot of people are here to like try out their hand at being badass. And so there's a lot of weapons, there's a lot of like armor stalls. There's also just a lot of like general stalls of people selling like the art that they make. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll check out one of the weapons stalls.
Okay. Roll perception.
Oh.
Way, first roll.
Woo! A 9.
Okay, so it seems to be like a lot of, fairly standard items like knives. Yeah. Lots of like handmade knives. None are really like calling out to you in any really particular way. There are weapons. There are some nice shields. Yeah. Q, I need you to roll perception.
Natural 20.
Are you
shit.
fucking joking?
All right.
Okay.
All right. Right off
All
the
right.
bat,
Damn, okay.
we're doing okay.
What do we do for natural 20? Do we do like clickies or high five?
I just get a gong.
Yes, we need like a gong cam next.
Yes.
I'm
Chat
hanging
needs to,
it
like-
right here.
Does all of chat need to like subscribe via Prime now, or
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
No. Just force it onto chat.
It's their responsibility.
Yeah,
Exactly.
so, okay. That's a great way to start this out. I am actually really glad you rolled that, because I had no idea what I was going to do if you didn't roll something high, so...
Natural 20, baby!
Thanks for rolling well. Yeah, so Q, you notice in a crowd of like mostly goblins and orcs, and like some drow mixed in because it is fairly drow populated here as well. There are like some other races. There's some halflings. There's a couple other like elves and whatnot. But you 100% notice that there is a fucking tiefling who is looking at fucking weapons, and she already looks to be loaded with weapons.
Yeah, for sure. I'm clocking that. And I'm also like head to toe sizing her up and figuring out every single way that if needed, I could take her down and figure out like all the pressure points and how I could.
Did we get a description of Q?
Yeah, Q, describe yourself.
Okay, so you see a very tall, still young age drow. Q is a female dark elf who is completely built. She has every single muscle, just like popping. Channing Tatum wishes he had my six-pack. Q is a bit more reserved and pulled back, but at the same time is not afraid to like step in when shit's needed to get done. Q likes to sit back and kind of see everything that's going on, and especially with Saris, noticing what she's doing. Saris is she, right?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So noticing what she's doing, Q's actually gonna just kind of meander over and keep a healthy distance, but at the same time, kind of figure out what Zaris is doing.
Zaris, roll perception.
A 4.
You have no idea that there is this drow that is like now 100% checking you out and stalking you.
No social cues. Completely oblivious.
Just like
No
neurodivergent brain.
No social cue.
Knife. Only knife.
Oh, I'm logging off.
Yeah. I'm honestly just probably moving on to the next stall, not even thinking about anything.
Yeah, it checks out. Q, what are you doing?
I'm gonna continue to follow Zaris and just see like if I can count how many weapons Zaris actually has and what I see on their person.
Okay. Sorry, I'm like trying to remember how many weapons she actually has.
That's a great question.
Jesus.
I know it's a lot.
All of them. She has an armory in her back pocket.
Mm-hmm.
If you slapped her on the ass, you'd get a broken hand for sure.
At least 5.
Okay. Healthy distance, but I'm gonna keep Zaris in my eye and just look for. Yeah. I'm gonna actually get close enough to hear if Zaris is looking for anything specific and try and figure out why Zaris is there.
Okay. Roll perception. Oh god, is it a 1?
That would be a natural 1.
Alright.
Oh.
Damn, from the highest of highs.
So
Lowest of lows.
The dice taketh away.
yeah, as you're like trying
Almost a
to
six-pack.
as you're trying to get near her, this like woman, this orc woman walks by. Oh God.
I'm scared for you.
I love when a DM is that happy. It's gonna be
I
good.
didn't mean to.
When the DM laughs.
Are we going into a damage roll here?
No. Already?
Roll for initiative.
You lose
Oh,
one
God.
of your pecs.
Remember
So-
that joke?
You now have a 5-pack.
Yeah, that was a natural
It's
20.
very
though.
awkward looking and uneven.
Wait, where's the gong? She got a natural 20.
Yeah. Gong. Okay. So
Someone get a sound bite for that.
yeah, we need that desperately. All right, so
Next session.
Q, as you're chilling there and trying to get closer, this orc woman who's carrying this like toddler who is having an absolute fit tries to squeeze by you, and this toddler just like clocks you in the ear. And you take 2 points of hit damage.
Yeah. That was an actual damage roll.
Ah, you fucking little fuck shit.
Yeah, and
You.
you can't hear things for a while, so yeah, you're not finding out what Zara's is saying.
Nice. I'm gonna like stare down that little kid and just full on like angry. So angry, can't even think to what to say. Just more so feeling the headache of this little fucking kid. Just slap the shit out of me. I now can't hear. Like that sucks. That sucks for sure. I'm just gonna continue to stalk Zaris, and see what they're doing. I'm gonna try and not be seen, but enough to see what they're doing.
All right. Well, that's happening. Tusseldoni, describe yourself.
Probably pretty difficult to find in a crowd, but I mean, we'll see if folks keep rolling nat 20s. Chalcedony is, if you were looking at her on average, you'd guess she's about 300 years old. She's
Also,
an
did I
elderly
spell
dwarf.
her name wrong?
Chalcedony.
Wasn't even
Okay,
close.
cool. Chalcedoni. All right, go for it.
Oh,
Sorry.
yeah, sorry. So
Do that one more time for me, buddy. Spell that one more time.
Yeah, sorry. Chalcedony. Chalcedony. She's a ballpark 300-year-old dwarf. I think on base level clothes, she's wearing some pretty basic stuff, but she's added a little flair, a little bit of a scarf. You can tell she's at the market to I don't know, explore, find some fun stuff. She's not here just grabbing her groceries. And she's absolutely there, like farmer's market style, chatting up every single shopkeeper she can find and trying to get like the inside scoop on what they have.
All right. You see that there is this one vendor, and it really catches your eye. He's selling small trees.
Excuse me, sir. What kind of trees do you have?
Well, I've got some, mostly these little pines.
I'm not the biggest fan of pines. Do you have anything a little less sappy?
I got some old apple trees out back. And kind of like rummages around in like his little cart and finds one apple tree that's like, it's looking like it needs a little bit of love, but it definitely like is starting to flower a little bit.
Becky, was that you?
Yes.
What?
Sorry, you moving the mic came through.
Yes, sorry, I was moving it. It was, yeah, sorry.
It
My
sounds
bad.
like a bad fart.
Here, you want me to do it
It's
on
a
command?
haunted fart.
Or it could be the chair. I did speak to Jenny about this. I need to get some WD-40 for this fucking chair.
Definitely.
I'm so sorry, Jenny. They have an apple tree. I got lost in the ghostly farts.
You're good. I thought you were making like a face at the fact that I said that it looked a little sad, but was flowering a little bit. And I was like, why is that sus? Like, trees flowered, my dude.
My farts are sus, apparently. That's funny, Caroline. Anyway.
This looks lovely. What does it require a lot of light?
Oh, this buddy? Nah, she's pretty hardy.
And how much are you asking for her?
I'll take 2 coppers.
I believe you have yourself a deal. I'll pass the shopkeeper a couple coppers.
Perfect.
And for context, how tall is this tree?
It's a little bit taller than you.
I was gonna say I want to walk out and just
Yeah.
like kind of like from side to side with this little sapling.
Make a strength check.
Okay.
Because this thing is also potted.
Oh, that's fine. We can handle that. That is a natural 19.
Oh, okay. Nice. So because
she's strong.
So you're able to carry it fairly well, like hardy woman. But you do notice that like when you turn around, there's a sudden influx of people coming down the street, and they are orcs and goblins. So I am also going to need you to make an acrobatics check.
Oh my god.
Because you need to dodge these motherfuckers.
Yep. Well, let's see. Oh, that's a 3 and a 1, so 4, which passes, right?
Yeah, so as you're successfully carrying this very large pot and definitely wobbling, like, you are, like, all over the fucking place with this thing, just trying your best. Like, you've got a good hold on it, but this thing is, because it's taller than you, it's, like, swaying and wobbling. It smacks some people in the face, and they definitely turn.
I'm so sorry. I'm just coming through here. Excuse me. I'm terribly sorry.
And they all just kind of give you, like, disgruntled, and kind of smack the tree away.
I'm so sorry. I'm trying to grow some apples in the spring or in the fall. I know how
they
trees
actually
work.
Apples grow in the summer. You harvest them in the fall. Great job. My Midwest
roll
roots are
the
coming
nat
through.
1 on that botany check.
Terrible
Alright.
nature check.
We'll do that later. So as you're wobbling along, you make a quick perception check as well.
So 13 and 15.
13 and 15?
Sorry, 13 and 2, 15.
Oh, okay. I was like, how, sir?
Mad perception bonus.
Okay. So you can more or less see around the tree because like the trunk is like right where your face is, so you do have a good view of what's coming up ahead, thankfully. Whether or not you can actually avoid it is a whole other situation. Seldal, I need you to roll acrobatics.
Oh, fuck me.
Do it.
Right, okay. I'm gonna get whacked by a bush now in a minute.
That's acrobatics, you said?
Yes.
All right, hang on a hot second. That is, oh, Jesus. It was a 12, but my acrobatics is a -1. So that is an 11.
Okay, so, you notice this bush tree coming towards you, and you do your best to get out of the way, but there are so many people that you really struggle to get out of the way. And as you're passing, you kind of just, like, not fully, like, ram into this tree, but you definitely kind of, like, stumble over it. And Seldal, would you like to introduce yourself?
All right. What you see behind the bush is a 6'2", very dark-skinned, drow appearing man with yellow eyes and white hair. He doesn't look well, and he looks like he hasn't slept in about a decade. He's not pleased. I'm just gonna grab the edge of the pot. Are you all right?
Excuse me, I'm terribly sorry. You see, it's an apple tree, and I wanted to plant it, but I'm not very tall, and I'm very sorry. There are a lot of orcs, there are a lot of goblins. It's very overwhelming, but I'm very excited about these apples. I'm so sorry.
I see. Can I help you with it?
That would be lovely, if you wouldn't mind.
Very well.
Thank you, young man, I believe. I don't believe we've been introduced.
We don't have to be.
That's reasonable.
Let me just help you to get to your next destination so that I don't have to trip over you.
I would appreciate the help very much. Thank you very much, young man.
Move along.
I'm just gonna
And I'll follow behind.
heft up, because I'm assuming your arms are set higher than mine, so I'm just gonna be full legs into it, heave this tree into your arms. I don't even want to do the chest. I want to spill some of the dirt onto Seldal.
You little shit.
Me as the person, not the character. That's what I want to happen.
Roll acrobatics.
DM.
Chalcedony.
Me or him?
Him.
Sorry, roll what?
Acrobatics.
Wait, I'm so sorry, Jenny. You cut out there. I didn't.
Yeah, you're good. The food's doing some
Chalcedony
weird.
roll acrobatics.
Thank you. I don't know why Jenny was being hella weird on that. Like your video. Sorry, not you. That is a 15.
No, Jenny, you were being super weird.
Right.
Sorry, what was that?
A 15.
15? Okay. Yeah, you're able to do it fairly well. You're fairly skilled at hoisting. There's like a small trickle of potting soil and leaves that fall down, but like it's not significant.
Okay. I'm just gonna hold the pot and gesture for Chalcedony to move on.
Oh yes, please. Yes, come right this way. Thank you again. I'll show you which way to go. Follow me. And I'm just gonna like start teetering my way through the market.
All right, are you going north or south?
I will follow.
Ooh.
I did send you a map.
Go. Oh, I know. I looked at it. I want to go northward.
Okay. All right, so you're heading northward. As you're heading northward, you are on the left. You are passing this large tortoise that has a meat pie shop, and they seem like on its back, and they seem to be. Oh no, David disappeared.
Oh.
Chalcedony,
Why'd you
where'd you go?
I didn't mean to kill him, I swear. I just took the apple tree and he died. It's not my fault.
Commander by apple tree.
Seldal just has a killer look.
Yeah, he does.
He's just that good looking.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, sir. Good sir.
Rip.
Well, in the meantime, while y'all are heading northward, and while this man is figuring out what the hell he's doing in life, Q, Zaris, what are you both doing?
Oh. I brought him back to life. It's fine.
Check that.
It just dropped for some reason. Sorry about that.
Seldal killed you and then gave you the gift of life again.
God damn it. Okay. I knew I shouldn't have been buying those apples.
Never trust
Sorry,
apples
Jenny.
from an
You
old
said
woman.
we're walking north and
Yeah.
I see something on the left. And then
Yes.
that was when I died.
You see a... You see... You see a giant tortoise that has a meat pie stand on its back. And it looks like because it's the Festival of Merit, they are holding some sort of like meat pie eating contest at the moment. And you kind of hear from the distance, "Meat pies, get your meat pies here!" As one of the orcs that is running that booth is trying to get some people involved in a contest. And in front of you, you start to see like kind of a T intersection and some big fields where there are some other these giant tortoises that are just kind of like chilling in a little paddock right now. Yeah.
I'm gonna look back at Seldal, look at the meat pie like vendor, look back at Seldal, look at the meat pie vendor. Excuse me, young man. You seem incredibly malnourished. Can I buy you a meat pie as thanks for helping me with my wares.
I would prefer if you didn't.
Are you sure? I'm very appreciative of your help. You seem like you could use a meal.
The gold will be fine if you are insistent on paying me. Gold will be fine.
I mean, I'm happy to carry my own things if that's the case.
But I thought you were repaying me.
I assumed that food would suffice, but if you're so insistent.
I'll tell you what, Ancient One. You can buy me a drink. And no, that is not me flirting with you.
I assumed it wasn't. You seemed very cold. But yes,
I'm glad.
I would be happy to buy you a drink of your choice at a local tavern.
Fine.
Speaking
let's
of
get
which,
to one quickly.
Onwards then. Let's go.
All right, in that case, you're going to have to turn around and head south because, sorry.
I'm terribly sorry. I seem to be turned around in this marketplace.
The tavern is on the other side.
I assumed it was the dementia.
So the tavern is down by the river. It's on like the south part of the city. There's a bunch of like piers and stuff, and along that area, they have several taverns and inns along there. So as you're heading south along that road again.
What's wrong with wanting to explore the town?
There is nothing wrong with that. I'm very glad that you are.
You just
actually
picked the wrong person to do it with.
Can I put on the record that under Chalcedony notes I wrote a little shit, and then under Seldal's notes I wrote a big shit?
Oh, she grew up in the fucking underground. She has no idea what way is north. North doesn't exist underground.
No, but David, the magnetics in the rocks, they point towards north.
No! We leave science in the outdoor world. On
Science!
On Twitch, there is no science. There is no sanity here. Leave it at the door.
Our description right now literally says when cosplayers and scientists get together.
Ah, shit!
It's like you didn't even read our own ad.
I got distracted by Mystic Clit, okay? Chat, if you need an update on that story, we will tell you later.
Thank God someone could find it.
Zeldal!
Anyway, as you're heading south, you actually pass a temple. Yeah, you're gonna pass the Temple of the Luxon, where there is a rather old-looking priest out front. A goblin priest who is wandering up to random people. I'm hesitant to say like Mormon Brother style, given my location on the planet, but but yes, he is coming up to people with a couple little papers in his hand, and he is, or rather than trying to recruit him for people for the temple, he is actually coming up to them and saying, "Test your wit with me against these riddles 3." And most people are kind of just like, ugh. And kind of just like shove him aside and keep walking. You do notice, however, that there is this one drow, young drow. So maybe like he just left his home for the whole world. And he is dressed in like stereotypical wizard garbs. To the point where it's like, he definitely looks like he is overcompensating. Because he definitely doesn't look old enough to be that distinguished of a wizard, and no real wizards wear robes like that. So it's definitely sus. But he is just like finishing up talking to this, finishing up these riddles, trying to puzzle through some things, and you hear him kind of being like, oh, obviously, I know exactly what the answer is to this one. It's definitely that bottle over there. And he kind of points to like this one like purpley bottle, but it's like points in such a vague way that it's like, is he really pointing at that bottle, or is he pointing somewhere like just vaguely in that direction? And so this guy's picking out the bottle, you see the old goblin priest kind of scurry hobble up to you. Excuse me, a young lady, and kind of like looks up and up. And sir, might I interest you in some riddles?
Thank you. Both of you have been so generous with my age. I really appreciate it. Do you... I assume, based on your garb, that you're familiar with the Luxon beacons, correct?
Why, yes.
Have you ever seen one before?
I'm afraid I don't get out of the town that often. I'm one of the leaders in this town as well, and so I don't get to leave that often.
Well, I'm terribly sorry. I have no interest in your riddles, then.
Well, fine then. Kind of like huffs and turns around, like kind of like throwing his little priest robe over you, and scurries off mumbling. Stupid old lady.
Can I just like turn to Seldal like, well, I thought he was nice, but what a rude young man. No consideration for his elders.
You hear a voice behind you.
You are interesting.
You both hear a voice
Thank
behind you. I know,
Not in a
right?
good way.
You'd think that he would be smarter and would have been a little bit more worldly.
A bit more worldly, you say. Are you well-traveled, sir?
Well, of course. Can't you see my wizard robes? And kind of like flourishes his hand out of his pocket, and it seems to be like little bits of glitter that are just gonna fly out. Because everyone knows
Just
wizards are
because you
just
put a
old men
turkey
in
in
PJs
armor.
with some glitter in their pockets. Owl House reference, in case no one knew.
That's a good
Canon
reference.
now.
Oh,
Let's
I
do
got
it.
you.
Yes, it is. That's it now. I'm going to say to the wizard, just because you put a turkey in armor doesn't mean it's a warrior. It's still just a flightless, delicious bird.
Oh, so you're a clever
you
one
did
too.
want one of the meat pies then. Why didn't you just say so? We could have gotten you one of the turkey ones. Oh,
And at this
I'm
point,
going
he
to
is
ignore
like,
her.
he is like also ignoring her and just making full eye contact with Saldal. Also because it's hard to make eye contact with like a dwarven woman.
And also because I'm like holding the bush to the side, like on my hip. So I have to be like up here. That's what David and I are gonna be this whole stream.
I just need to like match my camera angle to my character.
Just like put your camera on like some stairs or something.
Yeah, just
On a ladder. Okay.
So
it's all point of view.
My, how did you get stuck traveling with this little one? And that other little one, kind of like gesturing at the tree with like little bits of glitter coming off his finger.
This man brought a prop. Fabulous. I'm just going to say, how come a man of such marvel is traveling alone?
Because I couldn't
You can't even find flora or fauna to stay with you.
I couldn't find anyone worth traveling with. They were all so stupid. But alas, I do have a party with me. They just happen to have run off somewhere else.
I see. Surely they didn't abandon you because you are completely insufferable and useless.
No, I just couldn't be bothered with some of the ridiculous tasks they're doing. I mean, herding those fucking tortoises? No. Could not be.
And what is it that you would rather be doing, young wizard?
I mean, solving riddles, of course. And learning new spells.
What sort of spells?
Any and all of them, of course.
But surely you belong to a school of a certain kind of magic, right?
And he kind of like stumbles a little bit, and you start to realize that he hasn't actually been initiated into any school yet.
Yep.
Well,
Interesting. Let me look at my spells.
oh god.
What can I do to this man that won't cause an uproar? Fireball. No, I'm kidding.
Is there... Oh... Fuck it. It's totally worth it. Can I cast Detect Magic just so I can detect none?
Yes.
Sweet. Worth the spell slot. Count it. Excuse me, young man. When your friends left, did they take your magic with you?
No, I just don't have any magical items on my person right now. I don't need
But there's no
to.
magic at all.
I can do magic.
Then
I
show
don't need
us.
I don't need to prove myself to the likes of you. And he kind of just like turns around and marches off towards the river, which is incidentally the same direction that you're going, but he's like trying to like hustle.
I'm just going to lean over to Cal, and I'm just going to whisper, how terrible would it be if I cast a suggestion on that man and forced him into the river?
Truly awful. But I think you should do it.
He's not worth the time. Nor the
He
energy.
seems
Come
he
along.
seems like he was torturing that poor priest, though. As rude as he was.
No priest is pure. They all deserve something. A slight annoyance every now and then is the least of their worries.
Can I pop back over to the priest? Now, I'm assuming he's like not with anyone anymore, right?
He's still just kind of like scurrying around trying to get anyone to answer his riddles.
Okay. Can I like pop over to him and just say, I'm terribly sorry if I was a little blunt with you earlier, but I know you said you haven't seen a Luxon beacon, but do you know where we could find one?
Well,
God, I gotta scroll.
I'd suggest maybe looking in the archives for some maps in our temple. There, for sure, some answers look for you there.
And could you guide us to those archives, please? I haven't visited the temple before. I'm afraid I would get lost. As you see, I'm not very good with directions.
And at this moment, he kind of is like very torn between actually completing, like getting people to do his riddles and like helping you. And he's kind of like, I don't really want to help him. He grabs this like young goblin boy who's definitely like an initiate in the temple.
Can you take these people up to the archives and help them look for a map?
And the little boy,
Yeah, yes, sir.
and he kind of just like takes off, like scurrying towards the temple door and opens it for you. And
Can I just like look over my shoulder at Seldal and just like wave enthusiastically, like, let's go. They're showing us to the archives.
I'm going to
maps.
very dramatically pick up his plant and just drop it onto like padded grass so it's not going to break, but making my point that I'm not pleased. But I also want to go to the archives. I won't tell Cal that, but I want to go. I'll follow begrudgingly.
That's okay. It could probably use the sunlight.
all right, and while y'all are following this little goblin boy, we're going to jump actually back to Q and Zaris.
For a second, it looked like you were handing Jenny the plant because you both reached off screen at the same time.
How dope of a trick would that be?
Oh, that would have been so cool.
Magic!
Wait, what is that? Transfiguration?
You. This one actually probably needs sunlight. Sorry, it was like a little just out of reach. Anyway, Q, Zaris, what are y'all up to? We left you in the street.
Yeah.
Q's stalking Zaris, and Zaris is completely oblivious.
Mm-hmm. Are there any sweet stalls near where we're at?
There are plenty.
I'm gonna pick one to go and peruse their offerings.
Okay.
Can you say any sweets of particular that they have?
You see a lot of... It's a lot of, like, cookies and small pastries. So it's like kind of like if you took a meat pie and then swapped out the meat for like different types of fruits. So like little turnovers and whatnot. Some little like scones, not the Utah scones that are just like fried bread because that's an abomination, but like real scones. Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna select out 2 scones, and I'm still oblivious to Q following me.
At this point, I'm gonna actually go up to Zaris and then like make myself known, like get pretty close, and then just kind of laugh and be like, "You're really gonna put all that sugar into your body?" And like audibly say that.
Wow, the shaming. Okay.
And y'all thought I was mean.
For reals.
I'm gonna completely ignore, and then to the vendor just, how much for this?
Oh, my dear, that's just 1 copper piece.
I'm gonna laugh and say, "Ugh," and kind of just like go as like I'm stretching out and just like really flex my muscles, be like, you don't get these for just 1 copper, like, just kind of poking fun a little bit.
I'm gonna give the shopkeep 2 gold and tell her to keep the change.
Oh,
And then, are there any like kids running around the street?
Yes, there are so many children.
Okay.
Wait, roll perception real quick. Just for shits and giggles.
A 2.
Okay, never mind.
At this point, I'm gonna be like, you may not have heard me, but a little kid kind of slapped my face earlier, so I can't really hear to begin with. But hi. Can you point me in the direction of the nearest entertainment, please?
I'm just gonna exactly like this. Look at her and push past. Because wait, how tall are you?
I'm like almost 6 foot.
Okay, so I'm probably in like the 5'6", 5'7" range. So probably like a head shorter, bit smaller. I'm just gonna kind of like dodge around and like look back at you and go.
While you're dodging, I kind of want to like try and make a grab for one of your weapons.
All right. Do an athletics check.
An athletics?
Yep.
16.
All right. Which of the weapons are you?
Whatever one is just on the hip.
All right. So.
Yeah.
What's that?
I would probably be a knife.
Yeah. You have several things on your hips, but yes. So. Zara says you're kind of like trying to push past. Actually. Yeah, we'll go with it. We'll go with it. Probably should have been a sleight of hand check, but we'll go with it. Fuck it. Alright, so, Zaris, you feel like this hand kind of grab at your hip and just tug. And your belt gets a little bit lighter.
Okay. I'm gonna continue. I'm gonna pick 2 kids out of the crowd. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna give them the scones, and I'm gonna turn back to Q and go. Congratulations! You have an ordinary, absolutely unimportant dagger. Enjoy. And kind of walk off into the crowd.
I'm just gonna pocket it. I am genuinely interested in looking for entertainment. As entertaining as that little bit was.
All right, so as far as entertainment, there's not really like shows going on. There's of course like little jugglers here and there, but you definitely see that like because this is a festival of merit and like basically people trying to prove how amazing they are to each other. You definitely see more like competitions. So where you're at right now, you see like the pie eating contest. You see, let me scroll back to my map. Yeah, so where you're at, you see the old riddle priest kind of scurrying around just like a bit south of where you're at. And you did see a couple, a weird pair of people. There was what seemed to be a short drow or short dwarf and this tall, like, glum looking.
6'2" is not short.
This very glum looking drow that just like plops this tree on the ground because for some reason he was carrying a tree, and they all go into the temple. Down from the waterfront you hear like some splashing. There's people in the river, and you also hear kind of this like shrill, maybe orcish woman, and you can't really see her because she's just past some buildings and whatnot, but you definitely hear her, and she's like, and you hear her saying, "Oi! If you're here with a team, only one member of your team can participate. If you can't handle the rules, get off my pier." And it seems like there's some sort of big contest happening there, but pretty much all around you there are contests.
I want to ask more questions. I'm going to go up and to that person say like, "Hey, my team's not by me, but I'm ready to compete. What you got for me?"
Okay, so that is like, you mainly just hear her from down by the river, so you have to like go down to the river. You're welcome to do that if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as you get down to the river, you see this, she's definitely not just an orc. She's like this blue-skinned individual. She's got kind of cropped hair with bangs, little tusks that kind of give the hint of orcish past, but the blueness of her skin also kind of hints that she might also be a water genasi. And she's like very passionate and about all of the rules being followed for what appears to be some sort of race. And so as you're kind of approaching a pier, there's a male orc standing there, a female human, and a male goblin lined up next to this orc genasi woman. Well, are you joining or not?
Is she looking at me?
What?
Was she looking at me or was she talking to those people?
She was looking at you.
I'll just do like a simple nod, like, yeah, I'm joining in.
Okay, so as you like kind of nod, she waves at this like middle-aged goblin who is wearing this cute little like hat. It's not really a baseball cap because there aren't really baseball caps, but it definitely has like a little tiny brim to it. And he's got like a whistle on a chain around his neck. He comes scurrying over.
Well, if you'd like to participate, it is only 5 silver pieces, and you can join our race to the Eiffelon Plunge.
What do I get if I win?
Well, that's a great question. You get this wonderful medal.
And he holds up this metal. It's made of sea glass. It's like on a string. It's made of sea glass that has been magically carved into the shape of a shell.
$5 silver?
5 silver.
How
And
about
you'll
this?
live. What's that?
And I'll live?
I was
Die
going to
if
say
I don't?
you'll.
If I don't win, I die?
Oh, no, I was going to say you'll live on in history.
Okay. I'll pay you 5 silver.
Oh, thank you. And very quickly pockets that change. And kind of like shoves you up onto the pier. So, let's see if I can get this working.
Is there a place that this race can be like easily watched or like easily observed?
Anywhere along the river is good.
Okay, then I also made my way down to the riverbank, and I'm just observing so far the race.
Do I see Zaris?
Roll perception. I had this whole thing like configured, and now it's like not.
17.
Yes, you do. Sorry, got distracted. You do see her kind of like tucked into the crowd. Yeah. Does that help at all? Sorry. I'm like trying to get this math
You are
working.
God. You do not apologize.
I don't know why, like, I had it all set up, and then it was like, nope. Apologize, online people. We're figuring out technology.
It's session 1. It's baby steps.
Thank you.
That's only if you
references-
roll a natural 20.
The references from chat have been on point thus far. We've had Airplane, we've had Matt Foley.
Yeah. The
How do we
airplane
top
one, I
this?
think, is my favorite. This is perfect.
Okay.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm like trying to get the lighting right on this.
Since I'm like actively observing the race, do I need to roll to see if I notice Q or not?
No, I'd say that you notice her.
Okay, so then I give her just a little.
Nice.
Young love.
Intriguing.
I sound like the best angle
All the while, I feel like Cal is chatting my fucking ear off about some inconsequential bullshit, like how many
100%.
apples they want to grow or something.
The nutritional benefits of vitamin C and how they would do wonders for your complexion.
But you dropped the fucking apple tree, so guess who doesn't get the vitamin C?
Sildal is just trying his hardest not to bitch slap someone. He's just walking and swallowing all of this.
Yeah, he is.
DM, not in front of chat. Anyway,
All right.
sorry. Go ahead, Q.
So.
Back to you, Q.
Again, sorry for the shitty lighting on this little, our map cam, but we're gonna make it work. No, don't turn that on. It actually makes it worse. Oh, you're just going out the door, never mind. Sorry, Brian's walking by.
I thought you were talking to Renee.
Oh. Yeah, no.
As if Renee would listen.
Renee is the DM's cat, for anyone who doesn't know.
Yeah, no, she listens pretty well. She kind of gives like a kind of look and then would scurry
It's
back in.
Atlas who doesn't listen.
That is true. Atlas does not.
Atlas is
listen.
the DM's dog, for anyone who needs to know.
He's a little shit, but we love him. All right. So the way this game works, and the way this race works, and so you pretty much see this little goblin man from before come up to you and say,
So, the way it works is you're going to start on the pier.
and because I don't have thanks. Because I don't have cute little minifigures, we're gonna use dice. Q, you're gonna be the green one.
Cool.
I just realized they're all the same color. Okay, you'll be 6, you'll be 3. No, we can count. 1, 2, 3, 4. Q, you're
So what I'm hearing is we're getting Jenny our minis for Christmas.
That would be awesome.
So we'll just send the ones that we just bought at the Ren Fair, Mary.
That you just bought at the Ren Fair.
Oh, yeah. I bought at the Ren Fair.
Alright, so
The way this works,
you're going to all start on the pier here, and you're all lined up, all nice in order. So I can count.
and you're going to swim up the stream, upstream,
This way.
about 75 feet to that little wooden pier out there.
And there you see this kind of like half-collapsed, rotting dock that has a spear sticking out of it.
You're going to pull the spear out. You're going to swim back with the spear. Whoever returns with the spear wins.
So what I'm hearing is get the spear and come back. And that's all that has to be done. It's just get the spear and come back.
You just have to appear back on this dock with the spear.
That's it.
Yep.
Is it a ready, set, go, or do we just go?
I'm sorry, it is a ready, set, go.
So he kind of like,
Wait, is it go on go? Or is it like ready, set, go, then go?
I'll blow my whistle.
Say that again?
I'll blow the whistle.
Oh, okay. Got you. Okay.
I have a quick question. Is Q swimming with the dagger still on them?
Oh, the dagger is fully like, I've tried to like fasten it to my side. I have like wraps, and I've just taken a little wrap and just kind of connected it to the side of.
also, Zaris, I hope that you actually like took the dagger out of your inventory on D&D Beyond, and
I will.
Q, you definitely put it in your inventory. All right. So you kind of like, for your own reference as players, essentially how this is going to work is you're all going to roll initiative, and everyone takes a turn. You have an action in which you can use dash if you would like to try and go more than 30 feet. Typically, I believe people can swim about 30 feet. No, that's not true. People swim shorter. I'm sorry. I'm new to this. Hi, guys. I'm new.
Doing great.
Oh, you're doing awesome, buddy.
Good, fantastic.
Handbook. What is the player handbook?
Wait, were Seldal and I just like transported out of the archives and now we're swimming?
No.
Okay.
I think if we're rolling for other people to help Jenny out, so Jenny's not rolling like 7 times.
Thank you. Gotcha. I heard
Yeah.
characters and I was confused.
Yeah, no. Y'all are good. Y'all are still in the archives, digging around.
Missing all the fun.
Don't worry. Yeah, there's like a
Whoa,
whole
there
ass
are
party
books.
going on. And y'all are like, let's go look at some maps. Forget all the fun food and festival.
That's Cal. I'm looking for way more interesting things.
You fucked
Right.
up. You offered to help me.
I made
Curse you and your generosity.
It's not the first terrible mistake I've made in my life. Both
This
as
is
me
true.
and Seldal.
This is true. Dark elf. More like dork elf.
Well,
Ayo.
deeply beyond is being a butt here.
It does that sometimes. But we
Yeah.
love it. Anyway.
I apologize for I keep yawning.
It's all good. It's late for y'all. Alright.
Not really.
It's
Travel
not
pace.
late.
It's like
I'm just
9 o'clock.
It's not late at all. It's just I'm tired. That doesn't mean I want to stop.
The dagger.
Okay, yeah, so it's considered... Swimming is technically considered, like, difficult terrain. So it's twice your movement, basically. So if you can typically move... if you can typically move, like, 60 feet walking, then swimming, you'll be able to do 30 per turn.
Remind
Wait.
me, who am I standing next to? Like, what?
You are standing next to the water genasi, so the orc water genasi girl who's like very much into this. She's like warming up, stretching. She's like, yes, let's do it. So hype for this race. Like she is in it to win it kind of thing. Next to her is the male orc. Next to him is the human, the woman, and on like the far side over here is the male goblin. So you, this girl, male orc, female human, male goblin. Yeah, so yeah, how this is going to work is everyone will roll initiative. I mean, all of these players will roll initiative. You can, if you move more than 30 feet on your turn, you have to do an athletics check. Or you end up suffering 1 point of exhaustion and being pushed back 15 feet. So it's kind of a slow and steady wins the race kind of thing. The spear
And
is
it's 75 feet out?
Yep, 75 feet from your starting line to where the spear is. I'm gonna This D4, green D4 is the spear. Cause it's pointy. And so you'll basically all take turns making your movements to swim out there. As your action, you're allowed to dash if you would like to dash or attempt to dash. And you are allowed to steal the spear if you would like. Because you just have to have the spear when you cross the finish line.
That's what I was asking.
Yep. That's it. The rules are technically that you have to go down, grab the spear, and go back. But you do have permission to steal. Alright.
Are you okay, dude?
Wonderful.
You scared me. You scared me so bad I was fiddling with my light, and then you yelled. I was like, "What'd I do?" I somehow broke your setup while trying to fix mine.
It's good.
Alright. In the chat, they're asking if stabbing is allowed. Yes, stabbing is allowed. There's at least no rules against stabbing, I should say. Oh, fuck.
Jenny, do you want like each of us to just call dibs on one of the NPCs?
No, I've got him. I've got him. Unless you wanted to, but I've got him.
Trying to help ease the burden if we can.
Yeah, it's not bad. Q, roll initiative.
Okay. I'm trying to think if there's anything I want to do before initiative. Just as a note, prior to rolling, if it's okay, I'd like to just kind of take the rope like out of my backpack in a very inconspicuous way while Water Genosity over here is like, oh yeah, like whatever. I'm just gonna kind of like also hook the rope like around my waist if I can.
All right, roll sleight of hand. Well, roll stealth.
Do you want me to re-roll?
Just add better.
Define add better.
Add better.
Take roll plus.
Math's good.
Plus stealth.
14.
As we said before, D&D math. Add better.
So she does kind of notice that you're shifting this rope around.
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, she doesn't really say anything, but she's kind of just like, okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at her and just be like, haha. I just go. Just kind of. I'm ready to roll initiative. I'm sorry.
Are we sure Q doesn't wear like a bro tank? Like
Sorry,
whatever the
just-
5e equivalent is of a bro tank.
There's just eyes rolling. If they rolled any harder,
It's his
they'd roll.
Carlax outfit.
Yeah. Initiative.
Oh no.
That's a natural 20, baby.
Ah,
What's
yes.
Initiative.
Okay.
My initiative is also +3, so 23.
Okay. Because the Water Genasi also rolled a nat 20.
No fucking way.
What the fuck? What's with all the nat 20s?
Just gonna say.
We gotta figure out what that soundboard sound is.
Yeah, because there was a lot of that happening. Now I need to figure out what her initiative is.
I'm not downloading a gong sound. What are you talking about?
Mm-mm. But would you download an air horn sound?
Do you want me to?
I don't know if that's like... Yeah, we gotta decide what we want to do with that. Air horn might be a little too obnoxious. Mortal Kombat?
Is that it? Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That's a gong. Do we want a gong?
Pocket Bard?
Pocket Bard?
There's an app you can get called Pocket Bard?
That is wonderfully appropriate.
I think that's the
Interactive
app.
sound system for tabletop RPGs and more.
Oh. Okay. Please hold while I look up if she has. Okay, she doesn't
The
not
bonuses?
have a modifier for initiative. You lucked out.
It's those muscles.
It's just the Bluey opening for every nat 20. It just goes, Bluey!
Okay, no, Mary, I'm already sick of Bluey. Please stop shoving it down my throat. Please, God. I've swallowed enough.
Yeah, you have.
As soon as you got it.
If that wasn't copyrighted, that would be fucking hysterical. But just have the Bluey intro.
We can just all yell Bluey.
Why does that feel like an actually Nat 1 kind of thing?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Because you went
Yeah.
gooey kablooey. It's
David.
fuck, what was the story from Calvin and Hobbes? It
Oh.
yeah.
Wait.
Unlocked memory. Something in the gooey kablooey.
It's
I
the
need to
comic
look it
book
up?
that he's into.
Yes, exactly. That he always wants as like a bedtime story.
Yes.
Mhm.
We have the paper bound of all the books at my parents' house.
Alright, well, if anyone in the chat wants to look up the Calvin and Hobbes Dewey Kablooey, by all
I think
means,
I
tell us what
found
that's
it.
from. You
Ooh.
found it already? Okay. Seldal out in the archives.
What would you call the creation of the universe? The horrendous space kablooey?
Yep.
Is that it?
Checks
That
out.
doesn't sound... Is that it?
I feel like there are
That's
multiple
what I found.
references.
Probably used it a lot.
Maybe. We
Anyway,
might have. I don't know.
Anyway, sorry for that.
We digress. Folks, this is a stream about D&D, we swear. Yes!
Hamster
Yay!
Huey and the
With
Gooey
her
Kablooey.
There you
Hamster
go.
Huey and the
Yes.
gooey kablooey. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks.
Because you got that right, you get to choose the nat 20 sound.
Yeah. Alright, so, in the
It's a big
meantime,
responsibility. Think over it.
It is.
choose wisely.
We'll make a poll.
In the meantime, you see the goblin kind of hobble, kind of shoving his way between some of the contestants so that he's like kind of awkwardly in the middle for no goddamn reason. And he kind of says, "Ready? Steady?" And then you hear him put the whistle to his lips and go, and the race begins. Q, you're up first.
We're on the deck, yeah? And we're
Yep.
just like full on going. Okay. Running full sprint. I'm gonna go and dive into the water and just full on go for it. My walking speed is 40 feet.
Okay, so you're
so that'd
swimming.
be 20.
Your
right?
swimming will be 20. If you want to use dash, that kind of like negates the half speed for swimming, because it's like dash basically doubles how far you can go. So if you want to use dash as your action, you can go 40 feet, but you will need to make an athletics check.
Okay, yeah, I'll do that.
Cool. Roll for athletics.
Nice. That would be an 11.
Alright, so you're gonna dive into the water, and it's a decent enough dive. Like, definitely like, yeah, I could dive. As you're diving in, you're like, yeah, I could swim so fast. And then it like hits you just how fast the current is. And you're like, oh, fuck. So you move 40 feet forward. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. And then you end up coming around like a rock of some sort that kind of, and the waves just like smack you straight in the face. And you end up kind of getting pushed back, and you're like, oh fuck, I'm exhausted already. And you gain 1 point of exhaustion.
Q's been skipping his cardio, apparently.
What's that?
I was like, Q's been skipping his cardio, apparently.
Yeah, Q came in like all talk at first.
Straight up.
Because you lost that ab.
I did. The singular ab just done.
That was your magic ab.
I didn't want
It's
to
like
say
Chandler's
it, but
third nipple.
Rest in peace.
Oh.
Oh, you didn't have to say it.
But I did.
I was in denial.
We all were. So as you look over, as you're like being pushed back, you see like this form pass you. And it is the water genasi. And she just like flies ahead of everyone. Just like, Noom! She's just out there like full strokes, like, yes, bitch, this is my zone. Yeah. So the female human also dives in. I can count, guys. So you also notice like this human, definitely the form is not great, but she's cruising and she like somehow avoids that rock that you got blasted in the face by the current from. And she gets around and makes about 40 feet. The orc was unfortunate and also got blasted in the face. And you see this like tiny goblin also just come like flying by you for some reason. And you're like, what the? Like, this thing does not look... Okay, well, there goes my camera.
I was gonna say, did anyone else lose that?
Yep, no, that's... Technical difficulties. Well, good. Okay. I just gotta be able to click on the link. There we go.
It's stream 1, guys. Bear with us.
You're doing great, Sweaty. Also, sorry, all I've eaten today is 2 croissants and a pack of crackers.
Holy shit, homie. Get some food.
I got queso.
This is normal for Mary.
It is. Tech
Wait,
week,
holy
baby.
shit, you eat queso out of bed?
What?
Because y'all had queso in the bed the other day.
Oh, we did.
Oh my god. You didn't have to
Sorry.
tell the chat that.
Callback reference.
I was not
Chad,
in the
no
bed
one-
with the queso at the time of our call.
I was in the bed with queso.
Yeah.
No one was eating queso in bed, I swear.
All right. So
You're
we got
not
it back.
eating queso, but you're not doing it right.
Oh shit.
Just
Oh,
saying.
Julie, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize Q was female.
No, you're good.
Did I write
It's
that
the
down?
dementia.
I'm so dumb. I literally wrote down she, her. That entirely
It's
on
the
me.
dementia.
It's okay. It's okay. It's just long curly hair. Just flying in the wind.
Flowing locks, jacked.
Yeah.
I got
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
It's easy for Q and Seldal to get mixed up, but one of them looks very much alive and one of them looks very rotten.
Kind of crusty.
Oh.
Yeah, a little crusty around the edges. He tired.
And you can remember Zaris has horns. That's the only defining feature.
Red
bitch.
tiefling with but you had the stuff
Yeah.
in the hair too.
Red
Yeah.
horny bitch.
Yeah, she's almost red, white, and blue.
Jenny, I got you.
Hey.
Sorry,
Even
Jenny,
no
go
one
ahead.
else heard that.
I heard it.
All right. Q, you are up again.
Knowing that no chance in hell am I going to be a water genosity in a water competition because come on. That rock, I'm gonna go around. I am just gonna camp out from that rock and just watch and wait for that genosity to come back with the spear. I mean, I'll be damned if she doesn't come back with it. But I'm waiting for whoever does come back with this spear. I'm gonna ready up, and if I can, so swimming over there, what I'd like to do is attach the rope. Is the rock a smooth rock, or is it kind of like angular and whatnot?
It's definitely angular. The rocks in the area are all basalt, black basalt.
So what I get, I mean, I don't know rocks.
But you look at it and you're like, crunchy. Yes.
Gotcha. Cool. Okay, I'm gonna post up by it. That's a good crunchy post up spot.
Crunchy post. Mhm.
Crunchy post. I'm gonna wait for whoever comes back with the spear, and in the times I'm gonna be looking to see if I can attach the rope to the rock at all.
Okay. Yes. You can use your action to grapple.
Yeah.
I have to ask which category Chalcedony falls into. Because I'm kind of worried she's
Crustable.
in the crustable.
Yeah,
Definitely.
you're in there with me, buddy.
You're both crustable.
We've
and
got
we're the
party-
crusty boys.
We've got Party Crustable in the archives where we belong.
Yeah, and then Uncrustable has been having a one-sided dick measuring contest.
The crustables are with the crusty books.
Oh my god.
Ow. I just hit my hand really hard on the table. Okay. I'm good.
Please tell me you're not bleeding like Becky. We can't have like half of the crew with hand injuries.
We need to get everybody. No, we don't. We don't want any more bodily injuries on this stream.
Don't worry, I passed my Constitution saving throw. We're good. Anyway, so you are now grappled to the rock. You tied yourself on, or like tied at least the rope to the rock, and are chilling.
Yeah, my intent is to tie the rope to the rock, not to myself.
Okay. Well, the rope is on the rock. It's pretty easy to do because it's crusty. Like I said before. All right. So the water genasi is going to basically like fly forward in the water. Still just like cruising.
Dude, we got some hardcore nerds in
We
chat.
do, my goodness.
Damn. I think it's probably like Morb. But like, who am I to say? The DM's in charge
it
here.
was specified in the book as black basalt, and I was like, yes. Is there another color?
Not really.
So,
No.
yeah. Definitely looks like the area used to be volcanic for sure. Crusty. So yeah, that's cute. Alright, so the water genasi is like a hella good swimmer. Definitely does not miss cardio day. But definitely misses on arm day. And so she gets up to the spear and she's just like pulling on it, like, ugh. And even though this post is rotted and it's just like a fucking spear, she can't get it out. So she's just like stuck here wrestling. Meanwhile, we see our human fly forward, but she is like fairly tired by the time she gets to the spear, and so she's not able to pull it out. She's also just kind of chilling there. Move this one next. Yep. Okay. So yeah, the orc is like very much struggling to push against this current. Like he is not water dynamic at all. And shockingly, this little tiny goblin is also like really struggling with the water. So but is at least closer. So, Q, are you still just chilling?
I'm gonna chill, yeah.
Okay. The water genasi is still struggling with this spear. Like, really struggling. And now... Jesus. The human kind of like swims up and like pushes the water genasi to the side and somehow wedges the spear out. Like it was definitely loosened. So the human now has the spear. And is going to start swimming back. Can't make it very far because spear.
Can you point to which one the human is?
The one with the spear, right here.
Okay.
Don't worry about horizontal on the map, just worry about vertical.
Okay.
Yeah. What is your passive perception, Q?
Great question. One moment, please. 14.
14? Okay, great. So after all this commotion of the spear getting pulled out, like there was a lot of like jostling and whatnot, and you start to hear the water kind of move. Like there are some waves, and you're noticing that there's something in the water. So something is
Cool.
in the water. It seems like it's far enough away that like there are people in between, thankfully. But definitely some concern.
Okay. Okay.
Alright. So the human just went, grabbed the spear, and started swimming back. The orc gets kind of annoyed because he sees that the human now has the spear and swims a little bit closer and tries to steal it. And so he, being large, is able to successfully just like yoink it from this human. And then the goblin is also going to join them and attempt to steal it as well. So the goblin for some reason is just like this gritty little like thing that like scurries up the back of the orc and just like yoinks the spear out while the orc is still like, oh, I got it. And so the goblin's like, no, you don't. Yoink! And takes it away. And is going to keep swimming a little bit. So the goblin now has the spear right there. And everyone else is like, oh, man. All right. Q, what would you like to do?
They've been moving just a couple of squares, is that right?
Yeah. Every square is 5 feet, and so...
With the spear, that's the movement. Okay. And don't worry about horizontal, just the vertical.
Don't worry about horizontal.
Okay.
So yes, technically with your speed you can get up to here, and you can, as Squid Fiddler so wonderfully pointed out, you can roll to yoink if you would like.
I'm gonna do that, but instead of rolling to yoink, how far up can I swim?
Without using an action, you can go 5, 10, 15, 20. So out
So
to
just
here.
to where.
Just to where he is.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna swim up to there. I'm going to try and tie the rope to the spear.
You're not going to be able to do that because the goblin is very much holding the spear, so you'd have to yoink it first.
So I'd have to yoink it.
Yes.
Could I tie the rope to him?
Is the rope still attached to the rock?
Mm-hmm. So like one end's on the rock, and I'm trying to.
How long is your rope?
50 feet.
Could you lasso him?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah,
'Cause that way you don't have to tie.
I'm down for lassoing too.
You've got the guns for it.
I do have the guns for it, and this is when I roll an @1 for it.
Yeah, I'm checking for grappling as your action. Because you do have an action.
Mm-hmm.
So roll to attack. Well,
It's a damn shame because you could have rolled to yoink, but instead I think you're gonna have to roll to yeehaw.
yeah.
Rolling to yeehaw.
Yeah, roll.
Nice
It's gonna be the
See you in the
same.
next one.
Becky, you know you love it.
It's gonna be the same type check. It's going to be an athletics check regardless. So whether you roll to yoink or roll to yeehaw, I need you to do an athletics.
Okay,
Oh my god.
that'll be a 15.
Okay, that succeeds. Are you yeehawing or yoinking?
Chat, stop it.
Rawhide.
We're
I
yeehawing.
will leave.
You're yeehawing? Okay.
Yeehawing.
Okay. Homie is now lassoed.
That's right.
Zaris, what are your thoughts on watching this, like,
Sorry.
hella buff woman pop out and just, like, yeehaw! This little goblin that's carrying a spear.
Have a look.
Sorry, I was distracted by chat and feeding into them.
As you should.
What is your reaction to yeehaw from the water?
It's a little bit of like, oh god. She's dumber than I thought.
That would be the 8 for intelligence for you.
Alright, we love a good dump
But
stat.
can I also perceive the thing in the water? Like if
What's your passive perception?
hold please.
It should be high enough.
It's a 10.
Oh dear lord, it is not high enough. No, you do not notice anything in the water.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I
You're just-
have no experience with the water. So
Yeah,
I'm like,
you're
water ripples.
yeah, you're
That
just like
seems normal.
waves. Mm-hmm.
Yes. Currents. There's people swimming, so there's movement in the water.
Doing a
I'm
swim.
I'm currently yeehawing.
All right. So the water genasi is like pissed off now. Like she's like, "Bitch, you just stole my spear," and like she's very confused by this yeehaw situation because she has turned around and she's like, "Why the fuck is that rope? Like that is not what the." So, oh God, just like losing the dice. It's fine. She is going to start swimming back. And because she's water genasi, she's hella fucking fast. Also, sorry, Atlas is very excited about something. There's literally no one outside. Okay.
You're gonna think I'm walking away from the comment, but I'm just walking away.
I love how your chair also made a rootin' tootin' sound.
I'm getting it fixed, I swear. It's so fucking loud.
This is gonna become a bit every stream. It wasn't a fart, it was my chair.
Haunted farts. I'm telling you, man. They'll get you.
Do we just turn the sound of Becky's chair into the Nat 20 sound?
No, that's definitely the Nat one.
It's just haunted farts.
Dude, it's gonna root into. Yes, it is. All right, so our water genasi has gotten up here and is like severely annoyed by the fact that there's like a rope now involved. But she also is like, well, it's not about the rope, it's about the spear. So she's gonna try and steal the spear. And dear Lord, this woman has absolutely no upper body strength and kind of just like at this little goblin that's just like, huh? While also being yeehawed. So
Honestly, I'm just kind of imagining like a water genasi with like itty bitty tiny arms, but then like thick thunder thighs that are just like booming as she walks.
that's the
I'm
half orc.
so glad
through.
someone else was on the same page there. I was imagining the same thing. Just like skinny upper body, built legs.
Leg day every day, afraid to like pick up a little weight.
But can squat like 3 dudes.
Right. Yeah.
All right. So there's been 2 new opponents that have come in. And so you notice
I'm one of
Oh God.
Sorry, Ailish wanted her dinner. If I didn't give it to her now, she would have been barking through the stream.
Oh. Ailish is her pup-pup.
Y'all.
One of the pup-pups.
One of the pop-ups. She's on the bed. She's been really quiet this whole time, so just made sure.
Good girl.
Fucking what the fuck, chat? Cursed fart sound is a 1.
Oh, you missed a little bit, Becky.
Oh my lord. Should I get the chair fixed or should I keep it? Is it now a character in this stream?
Keep
If you're gonna get it fixed, at least record the sound.
I think it's part of the vibe.
Yeah.
As long as the cursed fart sound is around, there's a distinct sense that like that bookshelf behind you could just open up into like a secret passageway.
A very windy passageway indeed. But yes.
All right. So Q, you notice that there are actually 2 sharks in the water with you,
It's fine.
and
Dun-dun.
they end up swimming up to the human and the orc that are both kind of like, because they all just like had the spear yoinked out of their hands. So these little sharkies come up.
Little sharkies?
They're river sharks.
Oh.
Yeah. They're not massive. They're just sharkies. That one rolled a nat 20.
Quick, get the sounds.
Wah, 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 wah.
Wait, time it. Same time. Yeah, time.
Oh yeah. Hold up. Okay. And 1, 2, 3.
Oh fuck! It didn't play.
That worked.
No.
One more time.
It's stream 1. 1, 2, 3.
We tried. Just someone buy a gong.
Yeah.
What's playing?
Oh no, we lost Mary.
Skyrim just started playing. Thank God.
Sorry.
B plus.
You know what? For stream 1, I'll take it.
Yeah, you know,
Everything froze.
we've got a few things to work through, but yeah, B+.
I'm sorry,
I'll take
we
a
did
B+.
bong for
The
Yeah,
gong.
like oh, okay. I misheard.
Like-
All right.
Like, man, we are just lighting up on stream.
Great. That should be one of the sessions for sure.
See, I got some edibles laying around somewhere.
Here, pass it through the screen. Here, I'll put my hand off screen. There you go.
Puff, puff, pass.
All right.
We
So,
should do that, but with our cups.
Ooh.
There's something in here.
Wait,
um,
Let's have
yeah,
a
hold up.
conversation
Wait,
about
Becky, go to your left. Cheers.
Oh, don't tell me to go to my left. Which way is that? That's this way, right?
Yeah, I think so. Cheers.
Oh,
Maybe
yeah.
that works
Becky
for
doesn't know
someone.
her left from the right.
I don't. It
David,
doesn't
do that
help.
again.
I got a tattoo on my ankle that says "never left," so it just fucks me up more. Hey.
all right.
Oh, sorry. Cheers.
So the
There you
sharks.
go.
Oh my god. You know how we were like, let's do like 3-hour sessions. And then we all have ADHD. So
Yeah, we forgot to factor in the neurodivergence there.
Hey, we're still going. They
We are.
find it enjoyable.
Do we get extended
The one
time?
person in chat.
Yeah, it's funny because like I looked at like what was for session 1, and I'm like, there's no way that this will last 3 hours. It says it will last 3 hours, but in the book it did in fact like factor in people with ADHD. So
that's great.
Oh yeah,
Excellent.
it has Matt Mercer on the cover. Yes, of course
Yeah.
it does.
yeah, so yeah, the sharks
Anyway.
stomp at the human and the orc, and they're like, ow, and they take some damage. Ow, my titty. And then because they're angry that they got chomped, they're going to kind of just like push forward beyond where y'all are, because at this point they're like, oh fuck no, I don't give a shit. I'm not fucking with sharks. So yeah, they swam forward. Sorry. I'm trying to figure out what to do with the goblin now, because goblin is grappled. So
Is the goblin not bite-sized too?
what?
Never mind.
I don't know why it's not showing up on the camera, but
I
okay.
mean, the sharks need something to eat. It better not be me.
Yeah,
Just-
so the goblin now is like freaking the fuck out because the goblin has noticed that there are also sharks. And now the goblin is like, fuck, I'm tied up. So your rock was like back
What was that?
here.
He's bite-sized.
So he swims about that far because that's where the rock is tied. And so he's just like, oh, fuck. And he is stuck. He was not able to get the rope off. He didn't get more tangled, thankfully, but definitely was like not able to get the rope off. And is now just kind of like tied up, like, fuck, next to this rock, trying to like figure out what to do. Hugh, you're up again.
Okay, I'm going after the goblin. I'm gonna try and grab this spear, and as I'm grabbing it, I'd like to say, well, you better untie yourself and yank the spear.
I need you to do an athletics check.
$17.
Yeah, you're definitely able to yoink that from him.
And if I can continue swimming, I will.
You're here.
Still got movement,
You cannot.
right?
You're out of movement. So
Cool.
that's
I'll
as far
just be
as.
flowing with the stream.
And there goes David
Hi,
again.
David.
Bye, David.
Bye, David. Ew, David.
Oh, David.
Ew, David. Did I win Julia over in that?
Ew.
Ew, David.
I'd like to leave my RSVP.
All right. So Io is like, I better fucking win this shit, and swims up to you.
Mm-hmm.
What is your strength modifier?
Mm-hmm. One second, please.
We'd like hold music as well.
I'm blind. Tell me where it's at.
Um,
Oh, my modifier. Just like the very first box, yeah?
Yeah.
It's +1.
+1?
Yeah.
Okay. She yoinks this from you somehow, like, completely sucked at yoinking the spear from everyone else, but with you it's just like, oh, yoink!
Mm-hmm.
And because she's like hella fast, because she's a water genasi,
Uh-huh.
she keeps swimming a little bit.
Okay.
That's rough, buddy. Yeah. So the sharks are going to continue following the human and the orc and taking chomps out of them. Well, that time
Why, Becky?
Rip Becky. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, is it just me?
No, it was Mary too.
Yeah, well, I did a refresh the page because everything froze.
Okay. Becky, you all good?
Yeah, don't know what happened.
Cool. It said, you done.
Okay, so that time it was funny because I rolled a nat 1 and then Becky disappeared. So
Oh my
Sounds
god,
about
real
right.
world. Are we playing Jumanji?
Not superstitious.
Real
I
world
just got
consequence.
sucked into the bookcase.
yeah, this shark was trying to bite the orc here, and incidentally turned around and bit its own tail somehow. We don't know how, but it did.
Poor baby.
And the other one, like, snapped at the human and like completely missed. So, yeah, these two now also kind of thoroughly confused after seeing a shark just like bite its own tail, like chasing your own tail. They're like, okay. They're gonna keep swimming. Get on the square. Oh, the need for it to fit perfectly on the square. Okay. Oh god, they're not perfectly on the square. Okay. Oh god. So the goblin, in trying to untie itself, actually somehow ties itself even tighter to the rock, like fully winds itself into the rock, and is now fully strapped onto the rock. And is just like, help! 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 Because it's seeing these sharks, and it is strapped to a rock. Q, you're up.
Okay,
Again? Jesus.
Oh,
can you point to where I'm at and where the goblin is at?
bye, Mary.
You and the goblin are at like the same spot. So you're right by the rock as well.
Okay. I'm gonna say, fuck it. I'm gonna grab the goblin. Can I get to the rock? Can I climb on top of the rock?
It's not that big of a rock.
Can I stand on it?
And not really. And the goblin's like tied to the rock.
Okay.
So you'd have to untie the goblin first if you wanted to do anything with him.
I'm just gonna. How tied up is he? Are like his arms completely restricted?
Yes, he rolled a nat 1.
Oh, so okay, he's fucked. Okay.
There we go.
Welcome back.
Hi, internet said, fuck you. Everything's frozen.
Brief intermission.
Yeah, session 1. No
Okay.
budget. Yeah.
I hate it here.
So Q,
Yeah.
what are you gonna do?
I'm gonna say, good luck, man, and give him the dagger I stole.
He can't really grab it because his arms are pinned.
Oh, shit. Shit.
Throw it in his teeth.
Good luck.
Yeah, just put it in his mouth.
Oh, fuck. Okay. I'll untie him.
Okay, roll athletics.
I'm upset about this. I rolled a 2. With athletics, that makes it a 5.
Yeah, you.
Oh boy.
You're like, how the fuck did this goblin get so tied up?
Oh, man.
And
okay.
you're just like pulling at it, and it just gets a little bit tighter.
Okay. Hang on just a second then. Okay. Okay, so I have the option to do an unarmed strike. Would I be able to spend a key point to try and untie him again?
Dope monk shit.
Yeah.
Because your key point basically gives you like an extra bonus action, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And to my understanding, I can just like spend them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can
Cool.
just spend them. Oh, there goes Mary again.
You just,
David's like, yes, spend it. Okay.
You've got them until your next long rest.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just like, because does it become like a full action or just a bonus action?
So specifically it says when you use the attack action with an unarmed strike or a monk weapon on your turn, you can make one unarmed strike as a bonus action.
Oh, okay. What are you unarmed striking?
I'm just trying to get the rope off of him.
You're just punching a rope?
I don't know.
Could you?
Could I use the dagger or could I?
Unarmed.
Can I?
Oh,
Can I use my
can you like what?
beefy muscles and hook the rope?
That's technically an action.
Yeah.
Could you break the rock that he's tied to?
Sounds painful as fuck.
David, tell us about basalt.
Okay. Honestly. Okay. I'm gonna be.
You're just so strong.
I've done what I can for this guy. I'm gonna swim away
Okay.
and just swim as fast as I can. And I can't, because I would use an action to dash, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And you've technically used your action already
Yeah.
to... Yeah.
Okay. I'll do that for now. Sorry for the long turn.
So, are you moving?
You're all good.
Yeah, I'm moving. I'm swimming away.
Are you moving all the way to the dock or passing the spear? Because right now you're next to the spear and you still have like 2 squares that you can go.
But there's no way that I'd be able to grab the spear.
Not on this turn, no.
No. I'm just gonna go to the dock.
Okay. So you're like in the water next to the dock and you haven't like climbed on the dock yet, but you're like basically there.
Yeah.
So the Genasi, seeing this goblin that is like absolutely tied up, is actually going to turn around and try to untie him. And she sucks at everything. So
Except for freaking yoinking the spear.
from you, like
Oh my god.
yeah, so the sharks come up and they are now next to the Genasi and this tied up goblin. Oh, dear Lord. Okay, so this shark, the one that is next to the goblin, bites the goblin just like straight on, like straight at the goblin, like his torso, just going for it and just chomps. So this goblin is just like holding on. It's rough, buddy.
Oh my god.
Welcome, Deathmaster. Yeah, this goblin
Wow.
is
Just in
holding
time.
on.
How did you know
Um,
death was happening?
But definitely not fun.
Oh my god.
Wow. Okay.
Weird.
Deathmaster, did you do that?
The other
Ignore the creaky chair.
shark, the one that bit its tail earlier, is going to take a lunge at the water genasi with the spear and completely misses. It's just like, So, yeah. Now this goblin is just like bleeding everywhere. So the water is just like kind of filling up with his blood. Q, what would you like to do? Actually, wait, these guys have a turn. So these guys are gonna be like, fuck, and they're just gonna yeet themselves onto the dock. Because they're just like, hell no, that dude's dead already. Q, what do you want to do?
Oh. Why are you rolling? I haven't even said anything.
Why are you not rolling?
What do you want me to roll?
I don't know. What do you want to do?
Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, give me 1 second. Do I see Saurus?
What?
Do I see Saurus?
Roll perception.
Interesting.
11. Probably not.
You're honestly more distracted by the fact that, like, there is a lot of goblin blood coming towards you now, and it is, like, staining your clothes, and, you kind of, like, vaguely remember where Zaris was originally in the crowd, and so you're kind of like, okay, like, she's probably, like, sorry, I just, like, randomly pulled that cable, like, she's probably near there. It's fine. It's fine. Like, you're like, yeah, she's kind of over there.
Okay. Seeing my clothes that they are now drenched in goblin blood and knowing how bad it's going to look if I show up on shore covered in blood, I'm going to swim back out and bonus action, use Steps of the Wind, spending a key point as a dash, if that's okay.
Where are you dashing to?
To get to the goblin.
The
goblin and the genasi.
You can swim there normally.
Okay. Low key, I don't have my glasses on, and the dots are like this big. So
I'm sorry.
No, it's good. I miscounted, so that's great. I'm not gonna spend a key point. Love
yeah,
that
no,
for me.
don't. You don't need to.
Don't
save
do
those
that.
key points.
Don't do that. Okay. Can I spend a key point to help? Or do...
You can try to untie him. Again.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
That's an athletics check.
Okay. Jeez Louise, 14. Did I make it worse?
No, you're able to get that out. So you're able to undo the knot enough that the goblin's able to, like, slip out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he can kind of, like, tread water a little bit on his own, so he's definitely not happy and is definitely needing a healer, but
We don't have one of those.
He's
we don't
chilling.
got none of those.
All right. So, seeing that the goblin is now okay, the water genasi is going to be like, okay, that homie's good. We're all good. And swim onto the dock and, like, stab the spear in there. So it's just like, and, like, hoist yourself up. The sharks. Dear Lord, how do I roll the same exact things every single time? Like, I do the shuffle of it and then drop.
The dice gods be cruel.
Okay, so the dumb one bites just, like, water next to you, Hugh.
That shark's having he's got to get his eyes tested or something,
This
you
is
know?
not a smart shark.
Gotta get
Like,
him some glasses.
like, think that one hyena from Lion King. Yeah, this is that shark version of it. The other one is like one of the other hyena is like Scar, basically, and is going to absolutely fucking obliterate this goblin. So this goblin is just like
That's on
now,
you, Q.
like barely
First
holding
murder.
on. Like,
Damn.
So wait, Q
You yeed your haw.
Q had the first natural 20 and killed the first person. Did you also have the first nat 1?
Yeah.
Did you get the holy? Did you? Oh my God! You got the Holy Trinity in the first fucking game.
So I'm gonna be first to die.
No.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Goblin
So.
alive.
So the goblin is still conscious somehow.
Yeah.
Like, barely. And so he's going to just kind of, like, limp swim back towards the dock. If limp
Did
swim
he
would.
get to the dock?
He got to the dock, not on the dock. And Q, you're up.
Okay. Well, let's see. I'm gonna swim up to the goblin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try and pick him up for my
Okay.
action. And then
Okay.
could I spend a key point to dash and get onto the dock?
Roll a strength check or athletics check with disadvantage because you're in the water and you're trying to pick someone up in the water. I don't know if you've ever done that, but it's really hard.
Okay. Natural 1.
Okay, so womp, 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 womp. So this dude actually like ends up kind of
I either
pushing.
do really great or really bad.
I think we should implement a rule that once a month, one of our sessions needs to be you take a drink for every natural 1.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I'm in.
It can be like our last session of the month or something.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
Okay.
The holiday edition.
Down for that. Only right now I have like only the really, really strong stuff. So it might get fucking weird if we were to implement
That's
that.
fine.
That's the whole point, baby. The whole point.
It's weird enough
We'll
already.
be doing
That's what
shots
they
in
make
the
That's what they make the big mugs for.
So
Do
yeah,
we want
this,
to add the caveat that it's like you roll a nat 20, you choose someone else to do a shot, same set.
Yes!
I'm down.
Put it in writing.
I'm
Put
down.
it in writing. Squid Fiddler feck off.
Okay,
Move around in your chair a little bit.
So as you're trying to like pick up this goblin, he's like very slippery because of water and blood.
Yeah.
And he kind of just like, I don't know if you've ever tried to like pick someone up in water, but it sucks. And he ends up just kind of like falling on your face and
Okay.
pushing you under the water. And so you're kind of just like, and like
Underneath.
kind of push him off.
Okay, So then, because I didn't pick him up, would I have spent a key point to get up onto the dock?
You can if you would like to get on the dock.
No, I'd like to spend a key point to do patient defense and just wait to dodge out of the way
Okay.
and stay in the water.
Okay. Okay. Damn! I love this dice. Thanks, Mary, because you gave me this set. I rolled another natural 20.
I was waiting for
Aww.
Yeah, so seeing that the goblin is still in the water and still, like, dying, the Genasi is going to stab the spear into the pier. Stab the spear in the pier. And essentially, like, reaches down into the water and just, like, yeets this goblin out. And so the goblin's now up on the pier and getting medical attention from some, like, clerics that were kind of, like, on standby. And so the sharks, still seeing that there's someone in the water, unfortunately are going to come up under the dock, or, like, near the dock. And the dumb one, again, rolls a 4 and just bites at water. And the smart one is going to chomp at you for 2 points of damage.
Because I did patient defense, would I be able to dodge out of the way of that?
Do you need to, like, roll or anything for that?
Great question. I should have read it fully. It says you can spend 1 key point to take the dodge action as a bonus action on your turn. So, doesn't really fucking matter. But I'll take those 2 points.
Okay. Cool.
Cool beans.
What would you like to do?
I want shark meat.
You want shark meat?
It's really unrealistic.
Yeah, shark bait. Ooh ha ha.
Yeah, for sure.
There's probably somewhere in the market that sells that. Like,
There's
there are a
fresh
bunch of...
meat right fucking here. I'm gonna just get on top of the dock.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you are out and you are safe. Everyone is safe, and the sharks, seeing that everyone is gone, just kind of, like, dissipate. And they're just like, meh, whatever. And the dumb one is just, like, snapping at its own tail still.
How hurt does it look?
Not very. It's really dumb.
Cal has just finished explaining all of the different vitamins that Seldal needs and where and when he can get them and at what time of the year. And Seldal is very close to killing him. Sorry, killing her.
And yet somehow, through all of this, Q is the only one who's taken damage.
Seldal has quite the restraint.
Yeah, I don't know how.
As painstakingly and embarrassing all of that was, I'm going to go over to the goblin and just check on him, make sure that he's doing good. And just, like, ask the clerics, like, what's needed, if I can get anything for the goblin, or how I can help in any way.
Oh no, we've got this taken care of.
And he's like, this healer literally just goes like, and like sticks his hand into the wound and casts cure wounds and healing word and whatnot. And they all
Into the wound?
Thank you.
the wound.
Yeah, it's weird.
Gotcha.
Yeah, fingers and all.
Like awry.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just like,
Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay. Cool.
Also,
I'm just gonna.
Squid Fiddler, you joke, but I tried some of that fermented shark like a month ago. It's like not that bad. It's pretty good.
Yeah, so as a Norwegian American, I grew up eating a lot of pickled foods, including pickled herring, and it is not bad.
Yeah. You just gotta get used to it being like salty as fuck.
Yeah, that's Norwegian food. It's either boiled, cooked in a bunch of lard for 2 weeks, or like sits in salt for 3 years.
Becky's face.
Look, man, I have a shark tattoo. I don't like thinking of sharks dying, man. Like, it's hard enough thinking of the shark biting his own damn tail. Y'all talking about shark meat?
Ooh, ha,
That's
ha.
sad, man. No, for fuck's sake.
All right. So we're going to shift our focus back to the archives.
Please stop talking about vitamins! I don't care, woman! Please!
But your B12 levels are so low. Please.
Make you low.
Can I make you eat some shark meat?
already
I'm
is.
sure we can find some nearby.
I'll turn you into shark meat. Walk ahead.
And the little boy is like now hiding because he's like, the fuck?
Lead the way, child. Come on.
Okay. And he just kind of like scurries. That's his feet noise.
That's he has bells on his feet.
Yeah, little bells. So, you get up to this like old dusty room, and it's just like the door just creaks open, and it's obviously heavy because this poor little initiate is like struggling to get this door open, but he does it because he's like, I know it's my duty. It is my duty. He gets it open, and he kind of like ushers you in, like, come on. And inside you see a desk. It's a very ornate, heavy desk. Like, it looks like it has not been moved ever. And it's kind of like, is this just built into the whole structure? It's a like grand mahogany desk with ornate symbols kind of carved and animals carved onto like the corners of it. And behind kind of like these like terraced archways of a gate are just books and like drawers and cabinets full of old things. So there's you see at the desk a drow priest or priestess, I guess, who is very much like thumbing through a book, trying to look some things up, and in the corner there is kind of this like crunchy looking, I don't want to say crunchy, but he's definitely crunchy looking.
Join the club, bro.
Yeah, there are so many textured characters.
There's a little goblin. He's like kind of a yellowish green, kind of like sickly color. Sickly goblin. And you see him kind of just like hunkered over this book, just trying and like kind of muttering to himself just over and over, and kind of like, I need to get this. For the Luxon, okay. And he's really trying to remember like these really traditional ornate prayers and whatnot, and these rituals that happen. But the drow priestess looks up. Excuse me, may I help you with something?
Yeah, I want to like hurriedly like walk up to her desk. Does she have a librarian's bell?
Make a perception check.
Is it not just like right in front of me? Okay.
With disadvantage.
She's got a busy
because
desk.
you're short.
Survey says 14 plus 2, so 16.
Yeah, there's a bell up there.
Okay, I'm just gonna like reach like slightly above my head and just go. Yes, thank you. We would like your friend. They said that you knew where the Luxon beacons were.
I miss you.
Could you show us? please?
You.
Hi, Sierra.
Right now.
Hello.
So sweeties.
So sweeties.
That's Julia's fiance, Sierra.
Adorable.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen her all day.
Wholesome. No apologies
Adorable.
needed.
No.
None
Don't
at all.
apologize for love.
No.
Romance.
My love. No, come back.
Oh.
And Becky's gone. Becky's
I'm
like, I
assuming
will
this is
find love, dog.
Julia,
Yeah, she's gonna
I'm
look
assuming
at
this is going to be like a feature of all of our like respective feeds.
For sure, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, a puppy. It is a puppy. An old
Yeah,
puppy.
the baby.
So this drow priestess kind of like
Oh.
leans over and is like, yes. I don't specifically know myself where the Luxon beacons are, but we do have plenty of documents about the Luxon beacons. And she kind of like takes out a key and fiddles with a lock on like the ornate gate and pulls it open. I believe we have some ghosts.
Some gassy ghosts.
So gassy. I believe you'll find what you're looking for. An aisle
Oh my god.
in road J23. And as you kind of like look down, there are a bunch of like everything is labeled like kind of like a grocery store. How like the different aisles and rows and stuff have like names. And she kind of like points down and over towards like where you would find some of the documents about like the Luxon beacons and whatnot.
Thank you very much. This has been this is very helpful. I appreciate it greatly.
Of course. Please let me know if you have any other questions.
We will. Seldal, we need to go this way.
Go ahead, I'll be right behind
Kind of
you.
like grab his hand and kind of like
Oh no, wait, no.
You're being pulled along.
But I have a question.
and she's just kind of like and goes back to like thumbing through whatever she was doing.
Shit. Okay.
So you get to
I don't think I've asked your name.
Small woman.
My name?
I don't think I've asked you your name.
I mean, well, I asked yours earlier, and you were very brusque about it. But if you must know now, it's Chalcedon.
I think it's prudent you have... Well, Chalcedon, you took my hand. I think we're there.
I agree. I think we've reached a certain level of familiarity. And yours, young man.
Yes. Did you ask my name? You know my name.
When did
You
I
didn't
learn
respond
your
with it.
name? Oh,
You asked.
I fucked up. No, but I
dementia.
I fucked up. I didn't know your name. I messed up on that. That was out of character.
It's all right. You did. It's all right. It's the dementia. It's Seldal.
In-tuned. It's very nice to meet your acquaintance. Now let's go research the Luxon beacons.
Why does a small, quite ancient dwarven woman want to know about the Luxons?
Well, you see, they're very interesting to me. I think that they have a lot to do with illusion magic. And I think that, I've heard stories, and I'm not entirely sure how much I believe of them, but I've heard word that they can almost make life seem like an illusion, which is very intriguing to me. And I've never seen a Luxon beacon before, but I've heard they're beautiful. And I want to see more of them. I want to see them in person and inspect them. And, well, I don't know where to find them. So, yes. We must search for the Luxon beacons.
Is that why you crawled out of whatever hole you crawled out of and came to the city?
Yes. In part, yes.
You're becoming more interesting by the minute.
Why, thank you. And were you born here? You don't seem to be an orc or a goblin.
No, I'm not.
Becky, I need a number.
Move on. Oh no. 2.
You're good.
Oh.
Alright, continue.
Can I scan the books and papers as I'm walking by them for the name?
Yeah, roll perception. Actually, roll investigation. Yeah, investigation.
Let's look at my thingy. Nice.
Oh, hell yes, Eldal.
Ooh, that's a dirty 20.
Ooh, okay. So, yeah, you see that you're definitely getting close. There are so many books on the Luxon in general. It's a temple for the Luxon. So...
Oh, I meant the name of her.
Chalcedony?
Boss.
Ah.
Boss woman.
You're not going to see any of that in this aisle, but as you're passing stuff to get to that spot where the stuff about the Luxon is, there's a lot. Yeah, there's not a ton of information. That jumps out right away, just because this is a temple for the Luxon. So most of the stuff you see is about the Luxon. There are definitely a couple like scrolls that you see that are old, really old, that talk about just like general darkness.
Like the calamity and like the betrayer gods kind of thing?
Yeah. And themes and like the different conflicts that have happened. Yeah. Okay. Sorry for you to roll so well, but you're in a them. Yeah, you're in a Luxon temple.
Yeah, I'm in the wrong kind of temple. That's okay. Anything on the thing I'm looking for? The stone?
Probably not here, as far as you notice.
Worth a peruse.
Yeah.
Okay, just thought I'd check. Also, Ailish is whining at me, so I'm gonna get her a blanket real quick.
Oh, baby.
Keep her warm.
Well, she's crying because all of the blankets she claimed over the weekend are gone because they were mine and Caroline's that she'd been laying on for the past 3 days.
She made such a nice
tucked her-
nest over there.
She does.
I tucked her into bed. Okay. All right. I guess I'll just follow.
Cal, wherever they want to go.
Since I'm not seeing anything of super interest.
Jenny, can I do an investigation check to see if like I can find anything about locations?
Yes.
Survey says I think I also just rolled a dirty 20. I did.
Hey!
Nice. I have like too many books open. Oh dear Lord, that's not what I was looking for. So, locations. Yeah, so you have a bit more luck looking for stuff about Luxon beacons and locations and whatnot because you are in a Temple of Luxon. So you find a couple interesting things. So one is an old scroll that outlines how to do the ritual of consecution, where you die within 100 miles of a Luxon beacon, and basically your soul gets ensnared by this beacon, and then it gets kind of reincarnated into some random humanoid child within those 100 miles. So you found it's like real dusty, but you can pull it out and look at it if you want, that basically outlines this ritual. There's also... You good?
Yeah, I just Cal's reading it. Can I read it over their shoulder?
Yeah, I'd say that y'all are like reading it together. That's fair.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. You also notice that there seems to be a diary of some sort there that has some information on this one person's kind of quest for Luxon beacons. And so it has like some maps laid out. It's a really old book. And Saldal. Roll a history check.
Ooh, this dice has been nice to
Hell
me. So
yeah.
let's have a look. Another 16.
And hang on. History?
Mm-hmm.
That's an 18.
Okay. So as you're looking at this diary, you get kind of this, like... You feel this weird, like, deja vu that comes over you. And it's kind of like this weird flood, not of memories, but it's more of, like, a general feeling where you feel like you've seen this diary before, and also it's waterlogged. Or was it's very water damaged, so it's not currently waterlogged, but it looks like it had been waterlogged previously. And so the pages are like really yellow and crisp, and it's parts of it are kind of falling apart. Like the binding is not holding it together. It's very, you very much have to like be very careful with it, or it will fall apart.
Right.
I need a number.
Can I hold it and carefully go through the pages?
You can, but I need a number.
1.
Nope.
Good enough?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Did it go all over the book?
A little bit.
Excuse me, sir. Seldal, are you all right?
I'm just gonna turn away and cough into a handkerchief or a sleeve, something on me, and just wipe away the blood as quickly as I can before she notices.
You seem genuinely unwell.
Seldal, roll stealth.
This is why I have blood-covered dice.
Chalcedony, roll perception.
Oh
I have a die running around here.
no! Oh no! Seldal, why is your stealth shit? That's a 3. It was a
Sorry,
4, and
Seldal.
I have a -1 stealth.
You were about to
it-
get mothered.
It didn't matter. I rolled a nat 20.
Yeah, there was no chance.
It was just a clean 20.
Ooh.
Thick, gross blood from my mouth, just wiping stupidly into a handkerchief.
Yeah, that is not well hidden at all.
He's too distracted by the book. He's clumsy. He's trying to smear it off the book.
Oh,
There's definitely some on the book.
Oh, he's stressing more about the book than the blood on his chin.
Good heavens, son. Here, I have. Take this handkerchief. Please.
I don't want your handkerchief. I'm fine.
There's blood on your face and the book. Please. Let me help.
Clean the book. I shove it back to her and focus on wiping whatever is left off my chin.
Can we get you a tissue or something? Or
Are you gonna do the mother lick the tissue and wipe?
You have a little
We're not
silhouette
there
on your
yet.
face.
Seldal needs help, but I don't think he's ready for that yet.
Do you want me to call the librarian? Do we need to get you a
Please.
healer?
I'm just gonna grab her and pick her up maybe not even a foot, just a couple centimeters off the floor. You say nothing to no one. And I'm just gonna drop her so she can feel her feet come onto the ground.
Roll intimidation.
Woo! Do I have something for that? I think I have something for that. I love how
You
it's like
should have
roll intimidation. I go, woo! The least
Least
intimidating
intimidating
person.
response.
Fuck, shit. Fuck. That's a 3 and +2 is a 5.
Seldal is a
He's
teddy
not
bear.
Man is just dripping
Cal's-
blood.
I think Cal has seen worse in her life.
Cal is
Just edgy bleeding boy.
unfazed.
I have seen bloodied and broken. This is
Still.
nothing.
Fair. Is the book still
Wax
legible?
on, wax
Like,
off.
Yes.
okay, is there any information in particular that stands out to me?
Not the information in the book. You were, like, mostly thrown by the fact that you felt like you'd seen the book at some other point. You know it wasn't yours. not yours.
Hmm.
It was someone's, not yours. But it's definitely old as fuck, boy. And so, yeah, crusty book, for a crusty boy.
Well, I would try to steal it, but I don't think it's worth it. I'm just gonna cover it up and put it back on the shelf, and I'm gonna try and walk away from Cal before Cal talks about it.
I mean, it does contain. It's about someone's like search for like their ritual of consecution and their own like journey towards finding the beacons.
And even
Never
if
mind.
you
I'm gonna
put
steal. I think I'll have to steal it. Ailish, honey, don't whine at Mama. No whining at Mama.
Are y'all
It's not
joint
bedtime.
stealing or?
Seldal, how are you going about this?
I'm sorry, I'm taking a picture of this because she is just whinging at me.
I mean, I've got big flappy coat on. I've got a big bag.
Roll sleight of hand.
That's what I'm thinking. I could, you know what?
Can we get advantage on that since we're in the book stacks?
Yeah, I'd say get advantage on that.
Go.
You know what I'm gonna say? Listen, you really want to help me? Take the book, put it in your bag on 3. Ready?
Into my bag.
Yes, into your bag on 3.
God.
Both roll
Ready?
sleight of hand on advantage.
Okay, just for context for DM, on 3, I'm gonna come out of the aisle and have like a hysterical coughing fit to like to draw attention so that she just puts it in her bag, no problem.
Sweet.
Okay.
Does that sound like a plan?
Seldal, roll performance.
Yeah.
Chalcedony,
And I got
roll sleight of hand.
Yeah. With advantage.
Okay.
Or I'm assuming if she succeeds, I get advantage. Right?
Okay.
Correct.
Okay. That is a 16.
Yeah, that's fine.
And it's
She's-
plus nothing. I have nothing to add to it.
Yeah, she's still
So-
she like turns around and is like, oh, sir, can I help you? Can I get you some water? Oh, sir, please. Not
She's
by
gonna
the book.
collapse to one knee, like, I can't breathe.
She like rushes over and like kind of tries to scoop him up and like can like put him in a chair and like.
Have you ever seen Nathan Lane from Birdcage?
No,
Just
actually have not.
The vapors.
it's a Starian failing that health check in Baldur's Gate. Ah!
Oh. All right, Cal,
All right, we
how you
gotta-
do?
We got a 15 plus 1, so 16. And that was the higher roll.
Yeah, you can slip it in. It definitely you definitely pause for a minute and you're like,
Full grandmother mode. Like, this isn't right. What if the police catch me?
oh no, the popo. All right, good night, Squid Fiddler. Sorry this is taking so long because we got ADHD.
Good night, Squid Fiddler. Thanks for joining us.
We need to add that.
man.
We got to add that to our description.
With ADHD.
Fiddler?
with ADHD. Squid-
Oh, yes.
Yes, Becky, we need to add Squid Fiddler to the description.
With special guest.
Oh my.
Ah. All right.
Oh no. Was Mary Squid Fiddler all along?
Mary was the Squid Fiddler.
Mary, no. Not Mary.
Well, what's so funny is, Jenny, you and Becky will freeze, but then David won't. So he'll be the only one
Yes. Thank you. The same thing will happen for me. Like Jenny will kind of cut out, and I'm like, what gives?
It's only the first stream. We'll
every
figure it
time
out.
Jenny freezes, it's I need to start picture.
Is Mary cutting out for other folks?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yep.
Oh no! Damn it!
I'm definitely gonna pour over all the film that we got from this stream and just start making little collabs and posting them on TikTok because this is gold.
Oh, absolutely.
I support this. Yeah.
Amen, Mary.
Becky, I might just put you in charge of making a TikTok for our group.
I got you.
I know
Baba, not the whining. Stop it, that.
you do.
Tis not
Later,
the bedtime.
later, Teapot Folly.
Bye.
Bye, Teapot. I must also go to bed, lads, but have fun, don't die.
We'll try.
No guarantees for Q. Q is actively trying to just like solo run this.
Yeah. Also, Julia just like disappeared for a bit, so.
Yeah, she was like, be right back.
And then it was a bit.
She
So.
said BRB.
Yeah. We'll be better about
Podcast
working in
now.
like breaks and stuff. So, because we definitely need like a break partway through, and I definitely
Do
just
we?
like
Do we?
For the bladders, boys.
Q is
Oh.
queued up. Anyway, so yeah, y'all have your book. Soldal, you're still just like, what are you still coughing, or did you?
Did the lady get me some water?
She like ushered to the little boy to go get some water, and like he's coming back
Okay.
with a cup.
Okay. I've stopped coughing now. I'm sorry. It's the dust. I think I'm allergic to dust.
And she's just, oh yeah, yes.
You should really have a cleaning crew in here.
so
Dust these old books. I mean,
It
come
does
on.
get to us. And then she like very urgently turns to the initiate and is like, oh my god, that was your job. Kind of like look at him. Like,
You guys need a union or something, like sick days.
my apologies.
Can I just like walk up behind like as this conversation is going on, like, of course. This makes so much sense why you're by the sea if you can't stand dust. You poor thing, you would do terribly in the mountains.
That's why I don't go there.
Make a performance check.
Oh, fuck.
No, Seldal, you already made your performance check.
Yeah.
Chalcedony needs to make a
okay.
performance check.
Wait. Okay.
Because you're walking out and you're like, hey.
Yeah,
Oh, that's-
trying
that's
to act not conspicuous.
Don't be suspicious. Don't be
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Well, that's an 8.
Don't fuck this up, Joey.
So she turns around and looks at you and is definitely like, sus. Big sus. Not huge sus. Man. I'm sorry, but what does being by the sea, what would that have to do with our dust?
Well, excuse my mother. She has dementia.
Your mother?
That's a terrible bag.
Adopted.
Did you at least... may I assist you in any way? May I escort you out?
Yes, you can.
Please.
Yes. Mother, did you find what you were looking for?
I did. The literature here on Luxon is fantastic. I must thank you again. You were so helpful.
Might I ask, though?
Of course.
Are you a big reader?
When I can locate my reading glasses, yes.
And you wouldn't happen to have those reading glasses in your bag, hmm?
I would. They're, just like rummage around in here, pull out. They're right here.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry, I was just asking because it seemed like your bag was heavier than before.
Oh, this... You know, what with the dust in this old, these old archives.
The dust.
The dust. As I just, like, gesture towards Seldal, who's, like, I don't know, prone on the floor at this point.
Roll deception.
Oh my god.
Oh, this is
Don't fuck it up, mother.
But homie, that was such a bad lie. That's a 13.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that dust doesn't
One of us
do
nearly
that.
got someone killed. The rest of us are going to jail.
Ma'am, would you mind if I just take a quick peek in your bag?
Of course not. Right as she's about to... Give me 1 sec. I just want to... Can I cast invisibility on the book?
On the book. Okay.
Great question.
Because I can cast it on a person and whatever they're wearing or carrying, as long as it's on my person. And I'll leave that interpretation up to you. I'm genuinely asking here.
Mm-hmm. Invisibility. It says a creature you touch becomes invisible.
Yeah.
So you can turn your whole self invisible, including book and clothes.
Yes.
You will get me in so much trouble.
Yeah, just like abandoned.
No.
Just
Bye. You see outside suddenly this like random tree just stands up and starts like wobbling around.
Yeah, like no.
I have suggestion.
Go for it.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up very quickly, stand in front of Chalcedonia, take the drow woman's hand, and I'm gonna put it lightly on my chest, and I'm gonna cast suggestion while I'm holding her hand. Let me just double check on suggestion. So she has to roll a wisdom save of 10, I think. Please, God.
Natural 19.
Oof.
Fuck! Okay, well, I'm still gonna be like, I'm gonna instead then, I guess, try and flirt with her. I thank you so kindly for your hospitality. And I thank you so kindly for being so genuinely sweet And I'm going to just lightly tuck whatever hair she has behind one of the ears. Please, God, say she has ears.
She does.
Okay. And I'm just going to say, I hope you're around for my next coughing fit. While also gesturing slightly to Mother to fucking move along. Is any of that working? This is a fucking Hail Mary here.
Roll performance again.
Okay.
Oh,
Nice.
Becky.
Silicone, come on,
Just
silicone.
digging
Okay,
deeper.
A 14, and you said performance. That's fucking nothing. That's 14.
Somehow, she's slightly charmed by it.
My cold chest with
Cold,
blue veins.
lifeless chest, just,
My cold, lifeless chest.
really gets her going. To be fair, she has been in a temple, so...
The fact that there's no heartbeat.
Oh.
God.
So she's... Okay,
So
as a DM, I genuinely forgot all the things that you just said because ADHD. But she's kind of just like...
I basically just said I hope she's around when I need her.
Okay, cool. Thank you. I was too busy trying to figure out if she was entranced or not.
Well, I'm sure I could help if I need to, but I can't be everywhere, but you can always find me here.
That is the kindest thing anyone has said to me in a very long time. I'm going to move my hand from the side of her face to under her chin, and I'm just going to say, if fate wants us to be together, we'll find each other at the right time.
Straight up blushes.
It was lovely to meet you. No, don't tell me your name. You can tell me if fate brings us back together.
Kind of like...
And
In
I'm
the
going to very
background?
quickly take my mother's hand and run towards the door.
I was going to say, in the background, you just hear like dwarven footsteps as Chalcedony just hightails it out of the archives.
and then you just grab under the arm.
Put me down. I can run just fine.
No, Mother, remember your dementia.
As I'm running the wrong way.
Running deeper into the archives.
Okay, but I think I'll have you walked away while I was talking to her?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll longingly leave my hand on her chin as I walk away and saunter towards the door.
Just kind of... little stargazed a little bit, just... And then snaps out of it. It's like,
With it.
blushes even more and sits back down and kind of tries to tidy herself up. So with that, y'all are flying out of there. I'm assuming you pick up your tree?
Yeah. Gotta pick up the tree.
Cool. So you got your tree. Zaris, we've missed you. What have you been up to? You watched this goblin nearly drown and die.
I wanted to go down to the dock and touch base with Q
Mm-hmm.
and do some potentially even cure wounds if they're even still alive and return to us.
I'd say that's fair. That's a fair thing to do. You can just... I can kind of stand in for Q for a little bit. But, yeah, basically you walk up, she seems kind of focused on some other stuff right now, but you cure her wounds, kind of get her back up to health after that adventure. And you start to see a couple of... So you end up seeing some people starting to kind of cluster a little on some docks, like a little bit further down, in this little like pavilion type area. And this really old goblin priest and an orc appear at this, kind of like standing up in front of like a pedestal on this little like pavilion stage area. And as they're kind of getting situated, the orc kind of gestures to this other orc that's definitely like security detail type thing. And he starts banging on some drums. And people start rushing towards this pavilion. So a crowd is starting to gather near this pavilion. It seems like this is kind of like a big event that happens during the festival. What are you all doing?
I'm gonna go towards the pavilion.
Cool. So Dal and Cal, you would also be hearing this drum because it's definitely loud enough to call the attention of everyone in the town.
Okay.
Are y'all also heading down towards the pavilion, or are y'all gonna go somewhere
I think we
else?
need to get away from the archive.
This is true.
I forgot.
The best way to disappear is into a crowd of people.
With a large sapling.
A tree?
Do you need the tree?
It brings me joy, so yes.
You just got it.
Exactly. I spent 2 whole copper on it.
Oh, 2 whole copper.
Yes.
Then steal it from a local musician standing on the side of the street. We cannot afford to be carrying a bush around.
Fine. At least help me plant it then.
Never mind, I'll just carry the damn pot.
Thank you.
I combined pot and plant there to plot. I hope you know.
We love
worked.
applause.
I meant pot. I'll carry the damn pot.
Thank you.
Wait. Give me the book.
Well, if you're carrying the plant, then at least let me carry the book.
Give me the book.
It's already hidden. You'll be fine.
And what happens if you run off with it?
I just like gesture towards my legs. I'm sure you're terrified.
Fair point. But if you even try to run or use any magic, I will find you and I will kill you. And it will be beautiful.
So don't roll deception. Or no, intimidation.
What?
Roll intimidation.
Shit!
Wait, Mary's
It's gonna
back.
be a natural 1. Watch this. Fuck. That was a 6. What's my intimidation? Okay, so it's an 8.
Intimidating boy.
Oh.
I guess not. Not to Cal.
I will.
It's something about the fact. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you go for it.
No, David, go.
Oh, I was gonna say I will. Yes, I will absolutely run off with your snot-covered book.
Move
Still
on.
doll. Still teddy bear.
Just pushing.
Come now, you
It's-
sickly child.
That's
After-
why he can't roll intimidation, is because she's seen him just hack a lung.
I still owe you a beer, or I don't know, a gin and tonic, or whatever.
Alcohol. You owe me alcohol.
I owe you maybe a ginger ale.
Ginger ale.
Would you like a toffee candy?
Perhaps a hard caramel.
You want him to cough
butterscotch?
more? I tell you what, you buy me a beer and I'll buy you one for stealing the book.
That's a deal. I'll take that. Now, shall
All
we
right.
follow these
Let's
drums?
get out of here.
All right,
Yes,
so
let's go.
all of y'all join this.
Father and son bonding time. Sorry, mother and son bonding time. I keep saying that.
All of y'all kind of join this crowd and make your way up towards this pavilion. And once the crowd kind of seems to gather, the elderly orc, dressed in some deep blue robes, and definitely looks like he's also kind of in charge here, stands atop some crates that he's using as kind of like a makeshift stage. He smiles at the crowd.
Mighty warriors, brilliant strategists, you have impressed us with your feats of strength, your incisive wit, and your sturdy bellies.
Oh, go on.
Kind of gestures towards like the meat eating the pie contest.
But the main event, as you know, has yet to come. Only 2 teams will be chosen to compete in the final challenge. A race through the Emerald Grotto, in the depths of which the greatest prize awaits. Me and my distinguished colleague here,
And he kind of like gestures to the old goblin priest that had previously been trying to swindle people into solving his riddles, like a creepy old man.
we will choose 2 teams among the festival's most successful contestants and invite them to engage in a race through the submerged grotto to receive a jeweled icon that has symbolized the competitive spirit of Jigow for generations, the Emerald Eye. Winners of this race receive 100 gold pieces and are hailed as the city's champions of merit for the next year.
And you watch as they kind of like huddle next to each other and are kind of like pointing at different people in the crowd, whispering, kind of noting different people.
Our first team, we will have Io Jabe.
And you see the water genasi, orc girl who very much has absolutely no arm strength, but somehow yoinked that spear away from Q, and got it back to the dock. You see her just kind of puff out her chest, and smile and wave as she walks up.
Next, in Team 1, we have Dermot Werder.
And you see this, like, the little yellowy, sick-looking goblin who had been trying to study up and read in the temple, now kind of, like, scurries forward and looks to be very good friends with Io, and they're kind of, like, nudging each other.
Thirdly, on this team, we have Garsariad Hadith.
And the most gorgeous and definitely overdressed in wizard robes drow saunters up, just kind of tossing glitter behind him.
Finally, this team we have Maggie Keen Eyes.
And this massive 12-foot ogre puts down her drink and kind of sloshes, and she just like lumbers up, pushing people aside through the crowd up to stand with her team.
And our second team,
The ogre announces.
we have Q from the Wanderer race in the river. And we have struggled with choosing some of our other contestants. But that fine tiefling woman carrying far too many weapons looks to be strong enough to stand up to this challenge. If she's up for it.
And kind of like gestures to you, Zaris. And the crowd kind of like pushes you forward a little bit, trying to like get you up onto like their little makeshift stage thing.
He's very reluctant.
And we have a lovely feat of strength going on back there. Sir, you with the tree. You look to be strong enough to stand up for this. Come up here, come up here. And that hardy woman too. Bring her as well. That will be our
What do I do with the apple tree?
Just, what do you want to do with the apple tree?
Take it with you.
I turn to the closest person. Who's the closest person to me other than Cal?
There are so many people. You're in a crowd.
I'm going to turn to the closest person to me, shove the apple tree into their arms, and just kind of grab their coattail. Coattail? No. Whatever this is.
Collar?
Collar, thank you. I'm getting tired, man. Grab their collar and say, "You stay my tree. Don't move."
Roll intimidation.
Oh, for fuck's sake! No, the silicone dice is being mean. I'm using the other dice. Oh, nice! Finally, 18 and +2, I think, for my intimidation.
Still,
Is it?
18.
Intimidation.
Definitely.
That's 20. That's a.
You put this tree in this like orc woman's arms, and she's just kind of like,
okay. I'll be at the tavern.
And as the two of us walk away, I just turn to her and I'm like, "It's going to grow apples." And then just turn back to walk along with Seldal.
I love Cal. Seldal loves Cal already. All right, I'll go up on the stage to the tiefling. I'll just nod my head, stand next to her.
What exactly is it that we're doing, sir? To the like mayor, co-mayor, assistant to the mayor. I don't know.
there are two mayors, so it's the goblin priest and the orc dude. So the orc dude's, well, you're going to participate in our grand race, the grand finale of the Festival of Merit. You race to find the Emerald Eye within the Emerald Grotto.
Interesting. I'm in.
I suppose.
Q is just like, hell yeah, muscles.
Traps.
Like already kind of hyping the crowd up a little bit. Zaris, you
Are
in?
they flexing?
Of course.
Oh yeah.
When are they not flexing?
Seldal's gonna just kind of like flex his arm muscles, but like not like this. He's just gonna stand there and be like, "Er."
His little like emaciated arm muscles.
He's not that bad.
Wiping the last of the
Still-
blood off of his face.
He's still good. Like he still looks normal. He's not a skeleton.
A little
He
emaciated.
looks fine. He's just ashen. He just looks like he hasn't breathed in the last 10 years.
Zaris, you
Everything
in?
else is fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Zaris is standing up there, but she's taking in the people that she's been stuck with, and she's like, we're all gonna die.
Sounds like our other campaign too.
I hear.
Yeah.
I hear it's not so bad.
And with that, we end session 1.
Hey!
Roaring success.
That
We will
was
be-
fabulous.
Starting session 2 with the race to find the
Yes.
Emerald Eye.
Fabulous.
Oh, I'm
Fabulous.
so excited.
Yeah.
This is gonna be insane.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was not supposed to take almost 4 hours, and here we are.
That's how long. But that's how long campaigns take sometimes. Like
Yeah.
our sessions run long.
Also,
Can't
y'all
rush
did
genius.
none of the things that were in the book.
Well, duh.
What did you expect?
Which I knew was going to happen,
It's
but it was
us.
still like, all right.
Right.
Look, we had apple trees to protect.
You did. And books.
Jenny,
to
I'm
steal.
not gonna lie, I saw your face just like when I turned away the priest, because you were like, you're fucking kidding me. Like, of course you're supposed to talk to the priest.
I'm like, do the things. I was like, all right, there's a detailed description of this person. Do the thing.
Uh-huh.
You're like,
nah.
nah.
We'll talk to him later. We'll make a point. You know what? I'll write it down.
Anti-social.
I don't even know if he wants to talk to
laws.
you now, because you didn't do his riddles.
Because I was rude to him.
Well,
It's okay, we stole a book.
Yeah.
Seldal's happy about that.
Note to self. Come up with
That
what
rolling-
book says.
That number scheme, Jenny, works well.
Yeah, I was really impressed with your first guess.
Yeah. It's really going to be just chance my arm every time.
Mhm.
Muy excited.
Yeah.
I
So
think we need music though. I think we're missing the music.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was trying to like figure out how to put music in like 2 minutes before the whole stream started. So
Mm.
We got a week till our
We'll
next
get
stream.
better as we go. We'll be
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it'll
sucks
grow, it'll
'cause
be
so
better.
much stuff gets struck from YouTube as like copyright stuff. So it's tough to
Yeah.
like line up a playlist in advance.
I mean, you can
Yeah.
always. There's plenty of uncopyrighted music out there too, so
It's just hard to find sometimes.
yeah. Yeah. Thanks to everyone who tuned in.
Yeah. Thanks, chat. If anyone's still
It was
around.
also
So when you make a Twitch, they give you like a goal with every time you upload, like how many followers you should get. We already surpassed our goal.
Nice.
We have 11 followers on Twitch,
Hell yeah.
Nice.
and hopefully many more to come.
Yay.
This is super awesome.
I think I saw that
I think we
banner
did
pop up like 30 seconds in. It was like, you've got like 10 out of 10 or something like that.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, also a friendly
So
reminder
proud of
to anyone who has Amazon Prime, you do get one free Twitch subscription per month. So maybe do that. That'd be awesome.
To us.
Yay.
Yeah.
All right, so thanks for tuning in. We're planning next Friday.
Yeah.
What date is that?
Great question.
5 days,
Just
so the
so chat
17th.
Yeah.
Yeah, 17th, just so chat know.
Yep,
Oh,
17th.
Yeah, sorry.
What time were we planning?
We can do same time.
7
time?
p.m. Eastern?
Yeah.
7 p.m. Eastern. Awesome. That's for all my Utah fans. That is 5 p.m.
Yeah,
Mountain Time.
we're okay.
There go the dice.
Yep. Fortunately, not.
What's roll? What's
under
roll?
anything. It's a floor 15, so a
Floor 15.
17 on the table.
Nice.
you know what? Here's ASMR for the remainder of the chat.
And with that, I am going to end this stream. Thank you everyone for tuning in.
Yeah, because we're all ADHD now.
I have to be up at 6 a.m.
It's gonna be fun.
We'll see you on Friday.